water, means of survival.
All right.
And yourself.
All right.
You can't become no cotton picking drug addict, alcoholic, kill yourself.
All right. That's right.
Okay. Those are the obstacles. Now, the culture that we pass down from generation to generation is supposed to help the group to survive and to be self-autonomous. The major way that we pass this culture on is through what? Groups. Family,
Right.
church, school, organizations like this.
All right.
Those are the means. Okay, now, unfortunately for us, we live in a country where the overriding values of the country are against us. For instance, these overriding values put in the positions of privilege people who are white, people who are male, and people who are wealthy. And these three groups dominate the society. So when we talk about teaching
good day, family. Check this out. While I finish, I had to go out and get my stuff before tomorrow.
We are talking.
And I was just listening to Sister Dr. Barbara Sizemore.
You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not
But yeah, I want to put it on while I finish getting my stuff because tomorrow we not shopping. On the 28th. Yeah, tomorrow we not shopping. Go do everything you got to do today. That's on code. So tell all your friends and your family and stuff. Al Sharpton, Dr. Boyce Watkins, he talking about it and stuff. A lot of people talking about it, but just, cue in and let everybody know. Save your dollar, your dime and your dollar.
Acting so crazy. You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work. And when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there to help them get it. That's right. Now, when it gets to the point that the way we live is destructive and leads to our extermination, then we have to think about what has happened to our culture. And we need to take a long, serious look at our condition now.
Amen. Go right there.
Good. If culture is the sum total of artifacts which any group accumulates in its struggle for survival and autonomy, then it's dynamic because it's a struggle. It's not static. It doesn't stand still. It never changes. It changes with the condition, okay? Because as you try to survive and to be self-autonomous and the conditions change that keep you from doing that, you change in order to combat those conditions. Am I making sense to you? Okay. Now, what is survival? I mean, what survival means that the group has to do at least three things. One, the group has to see that each individual member keeps himself or herself in good enough mental, moral, spiritual, and physical health long enough to reproduce that self and then take care of whatever you reproduce. That's the least.
All right.
If you don't do that, the group dies. It's gone. Okay.
She talking about us.
So that's what survival means. In order to be self-autonomous, it means that the group has to have within its control the means.
Oh, she talking about us. And I already had her name.
As a small business owner, you carry a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Dr. Barbara Sizemore. Let me get my paper over there on the wall. I already had her name.
Can't depend on nobody else to do that. That's not going to happen. That's not the way the world works. Now, what are the chief obstacles to survival? Okay, let's just be real. What are they? One is nature. You got to have within the means of the group some way for the group to survive earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So nature is one. Other men and women who might want to take your land, water, means of survival,
All right.
and
We're
yourself.
gonna finish this
You
right here.
can't become no condemning drug addict, alcoholic, kill yourself.
All right. That's right.
Okay. Those are the obstacles. Now, the culture that we pass down from generation to generation is supposed to help the group to survive and to be self-autonomous. Now, major way that we pass this culture on is through what? Groups. Family,
All right.
church, school,
All right.
organizations like this.
All right.
Those are the means. Okay, now, unfortunately for us, we live in a country where the overriding values of the country are against us. For instance, these overriding values put in the positions of privilege people who are white,
All right.
people who are male, and people who are wealthy.
All right.
And these three groups dominate the society. So when we talk about teaching our children instrumental values like equality, liberty, fraternity, etc., we are talking about ordering those values under the institutional values of race, gender, and wealth. So that more white people get equality, liberty, and fraternity than black people, more men get equality, liberty, and fraternity than women, and more wealthy people get equality, liberty, and fraternity than poor people. You get it?
All right.
All right.
All right.
It doesn't do enough then, ladies and gentlemen, for us to teach our children about the instrumental values, if we don't teach them the impact of the institutional values on the distribution of the latter. Otherwise, our kids don't get the full message and don't know how to behave. Now, when I was a young woman looking for a job in 1947, the newspapers would advertise, "No Negroes need apply."
What's that?
Chicago, Illinois,
Right.
March 28, 1947, Chicago, Illinois. I did not say Mississippi.
All right. Hey, do something?
North, I was up north.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You get to the north.
Right. So, what did that say? That said that on March 28, 1947, when I was looking for my first job, affirmative action was for white people.
All right. Think about it.
Now, just because we didn't call it that then, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean it wasn't. And now that it's our turn to have affirmative action, it's suddenly no turns. It's always our turn,
All right.
right? It's always white people's turn for affirmative action. Nobody else gets a turn. So much for taking turns. But isn't that what we teach for 2 weeks in kindergarten? Oh, the teacher tells you your child has to learn to take a turn. We teach him take a turn in kindergarten, take a turn in first grade, take a turn in second grade, wait your turn in third grade, don't bite in fourth grade, stay in line in fifth grade. When you get to be an adult, you stand and queue up at the cashier. Take your turn, wait your turn. But don't nobody take no turns in this country. It's always the white man's turn. It's always the rich man's turn. It's always their turn.
All right.
So much for taking turns. In 1954, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Plessy versus Ferguson, which legalized Jim Crow. And the overt racism that we knew as Jim Crow was forbidden. And most Negroes, now calling themselves black, thought the problem was solved.
Right.
Black folks just didn't get it.
I sure
We just
did.
didn't get it.
Well, I wasn't born
We
then in
thought
64, but
that the
you
problem
get the point.
was segregation. But segregation was a symbol of the problem. The problem was this institutional value system of race, gender, and wealth. That's the problem. And ladies and gentlemen, it still is. The United States is not a democracy yet. It's trying to be, trying to be. And I always tell my students when they say, I'm trying to do it, Miss Sizemore, I'll say, come here. And I'll say, I'm trying to hit you. I'm trying to hit you. Right? I'm trying to hit you. And then when I finish, I said, did I hit you? And he said, no. I said, so much for trying. Right? But the United States is a capitalist country. It is that. Now, if it can be a democracy within the parameters prescribed by the capitalist paradigm, it does it. But when it can't, it won't. The basic premise of capitalism is to make a profit by any means necessary. And the unit of measure is the United States dollar. And ladies and gentlemen, it is taboo to teach this to your children. When I say taboo, I mean it's forbidden. For instance, if anybody gets up in front of a class and tries to teach the children about capitalism and how to be a capitalist, they are immediately labeled socialist or communist and run out of the room. Right? It's a taboo. Don't you think that's strange? That in a capitalist country, we cannot teach our children to be capitalists? Think about it. Because you see, in a capitalist country, you are either a capitalist or you are a victim.
All right.
There's no in-betweens.
All right.
There's no in-betweens. You either play the game here or you are a victim of it. Now you have to make a choice. Of course, you can always leave the country.
All right.
That's another choice. Right? Now, capitalism demands competition, selfishness, and mean-spiritedness. It demands it. But what do they teach your children in school? Be cooperative. Be cooperative. Take your turn. Don't fight. Don't cheat. Now, everybody engaged in capitalism knows that the motto is win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Now, what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in, not the ideal one that we want them to live in, not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there to help them teach.
My sister. That's our sister, Dr. Barbara Sizemore. I had her on that list. Then I had Dr. Ray Hagan say, good day, everyone. Good day, family. It is so beautiful outside. I had to go out and get my few things and stuff because, tomorrow is the no spending. Don't you spend a dime or a dollar for your people at least. You go on and get what you got to get today. Go get your gas, your cat food, your dog food, whatever you got to get. Your necessities and stuff that you're going to need for tomorrow. Now, if you know you're going to need some milk, some eggs, you don't need to be drinking all that milk anyway, that pus and stuff. But that's a different show and stuff. But if you know you need to go out and stuff, go ahead and get it today because, at least for this, we got to try to be on code with each other for something. And I was listening to I think it was Dr. Boris Parkins or maybe it was Demetria K or someone. But they were saying, this right here got to be more than just one day, y'all. See, we are actually prepping every time we do these things so that, we can hold out when the time comes. I don't know. But yeah, it's good day, family. I'm glad y'all here and stuff, and I made it. Look what I got. Look. New notebooks. Creative chaos. Look. Look at that. When I saw that right there, I was like, oh, my ancestors. Yes. Now, you know that's about the cosmos. Yeah, these are awesome. Good vibes only. Yes, you know I love notebooks. I love to read and write. You know, that's why I need to get some organization going right here now. That's why I'm surrounded with papers and stuff. Because it's us. It's us. We are the key. We are the key to everything. I know it seemed like life itself and the functionings of the whole world and stuff is on its own axis, so to speak. I don't know what that proper word would be, but I just know it's in my vocabulary now. But everything is running off of Black America and Black Africa. Everything is running off of Black America and Black Africa. The theft of melanin, all of the elements, the treasures, the psyche, the frequency of ours is what's running this whole thing right here. Yep, that's what's running everything. And you know, because anybody can steal and make something work for them. That's why you steal. That's why you take stuff. I ain't no thief. I ain't no thief. I like to pay for my stuff. I sure do. Even if it's just because I can. I like to pay for my stuff. If that's what I want, I'm going to pay for it. I don't like to steal. I don't like to be with nobody that steals either. So, no. Yeah, I would get mad at you. We in the store and you done picked up something and I'm with you. Show if you done picked up 2 of them. What? You trying to say you got one for me and one for you? Yeah, I don't like that and stuff. But you can look at, you know, what's happening and stuff. Everything that has been built up right before our eyes and stuff. Everything really is covering up all of the contributions that our ancestors have achieved and built up in this country. The ideas that have come from our ancestors, our people, our greatest minds is what's running this whole life existence here. Yeah, that's what it's running off of. Take away these fundamental contributions, and yeah, I think we wouldn't be so stable if this is what you call stability, because everything is fucked up right now. The world on fire. People ain't got they logical mindsets no more. You know, we just surrounded in chaos. Yeah, that's what this book said. Creative chaos. We're going to have to make some order out of this. But for us, y'all, we can't be doing this to save other people. You know, we cannot be. My mother loved all the colors in the crayon box. Yep. But I'm different. Yep. I done started learning perhaps what my mama did not know. So, you know, I think that, yeah, we just need to save us. It's time to save us now. You know, but hey, let me go get the fundamentals out the way and stuff. Face the Nation. We on Bolden Unchained, and you already know if you coming back. Thank you. I'm here for Black America. That's it, and that's all. My first and final concern is Black America and Black Africa. Eventually, I'm going to expand, but right now I'm in America. This is where my trauma resonates for my people. Right here, we can't get through the self-hate. Coined by Dr. Ray Higgins is called dedicated ignorance. We can't get through that. We can't identify that we even have self-hate. A lot of us don't even think we have self-hate because we go out and we do things. We even go say and purchase things for ourselves that's really not of love for us. It's really not for love of us. You know why? You gonna go out here and buy you a $400 belt. For who? For what? Your shirt covering it up anyway. But, you know, I'm just saying, you know, we have to start being really logical about how we're spending our energy, our money, our time. And you already know, honey. Yes, our seed, our babies. We got to have Black babies. That's it and that's all. Yeah, I just want y'all to get that through y'all head too. We must have Black babies so that we can live on, so that our genetic lineage can live on. Black people. I mean, look at how many agendas, how many arrows is in our back right now that's decreasing our numbers. And now we done add, when you add interracial on there, honey, yeah, that right there is another guaranteed wiping out of you black man and you black woman that's done sat there and spliced your DNA with, with white people. And that's who I'm talking about, white people. I'm pretty sure as I go on and stuff, when I do see the other people that have harmed my people, I'll be letting them know too that we ain't got no friends. But right here, right now, I'm calling out white America. White America. Dr. John Henry Clark said and taught me on his videos, my brother, that we ain't got no friends, and I believe him. I take his word for it. That's all I need to know. My brother said we ain't got no friends. Black people ain't got no friends. I don't have to question that. When I get to reading and learning, then I'm going to know who them others friends would have been or that y'all think we have. Because we truly don't. We truly don't have no friends. When everybody has decided to honor and uphold you, Black America, being oppressed, pushed out, cast out, castrated, just cut off from any type of progression or, abundance and prosperity, any type of growth. People that's for you would be out there. We need to make sure our black people, our black fellow men, family, friends, get theirs too. The Black collective. So for all of our friends and allies and stuff, honey, ain't nobody done a damn thing. Sure ain't. They could have kept that dime because we truly needed the dollar. We needed the dollar, not the dime. That's why we ain't got nothing. That's why we ain't got nothing, honey. No. They went right along. I don't know how it was. I don't know how they think. See, I'm trying to put my mind, how do they even think to come up with this? And then, it's just swept under the rug and it truly bothers nobody. Because it's us. So it don't bother nobody because it's us. I feel some type of way about it. So I'm here for Black America. That's it and that's all. The other people that's here in this burning ass country, because they hear it's on fire. Everybody running, we can't even be worried about that here. We got to kick the door down and get our ass out this burning house. But when we do, we going the other way. We going the other motherfucking way. Yeah, we ain't coming over here to save nobody. We ain't coming out to save nobody. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. We come out this burning house and go out here and try to save the world and get the protesting and leave immigrants alone and or whatever they want y'all to get out there and do, marching around and stuff, And after that, fires is put out and everything done calmed down and went back to, whatever normal's supposed to be, because I can't see nothing going back to normal with robots on the street and humanoid robots that you don't even know if it's a robot. I don't know how we supposed to tell that it's really a robot. So, things are never going to go back to normal. Life as we know it is just over. Life as we know it is just over. I'm still trying to, how in the hell did y'all let this get so far gone? I know I was blissfully ignorant. Yes, honey, I thought I was the problem. I was fucking up. And I admit it. I failed myself, my mama, my grandmama, my great-grandmama, my daddy, my uncles, my uncle that named me Face the Nation. Oh, man, he had such high hopes for me and stuff. But see, once I lost my book, and school wasn't teaching me nothing, and in the 70s and stuff, I don't know if my family, we just wasn't going to the library. We didn't have but one, right up there by that one stoplight, it seemed like. But I didn't get to the library. Because in the 70s and stuff, you can go if you want to and stuff, but it's very uncomfortable, especially in them little bitty ass, hick ass towns. You know? So yeah, I missed out on a whole lot of stuff. But once I lost my focus, that's where it went downhill for me. And for our children too. School is not teaching our babies what they need to know. Now, this right here is the deep stuff. They can only learn this at home, I would think. They can only learn this at home in the comfort and safety of us, our family. So that's why you got to get your library going and stuff. But what you can have them is our goodness, our greatness. This right here gonna open their minds up and let them know that, yeah, them thoughts that you got in your head, that you thinking about that song you can't get over, that outfit you thinking about, but it's gonna be made out of a cloth that actually, I don't know, it shifts. I don't know how it's gonna work. You know, they just very creative. Our babies are. And so, you know, that's what we're gonna have to start doing. Give this to them. That's why they mentally restless. Our babies are so restless out here. Everybody think they incorrigible, that they can't be given nothing to help change their life around. But that's a lie. We can give our babies all of this, and we should. We should have. Everybody else misled us and let us think, oh, they know what to do. They just won't do it, and that's okay. You know, I mean, it's just like, really, all of these decades. I'm just saying the last, 3 decades, the last 30 years, since Neely Fuller and Dr. Francis Cress Wilson said, Neely Fuller said in 30 years, black men gonna be in dresses. So I'm just saying, let's go back for the last 30 years. If we had been teaching this right here in the last 30 years, the last 20 years, the last 10 years, putting these things right here, our heroes and sheroes, literally our saviors. All of these are our saviors. To me, I don't know about to y'all. I guess y'all do say, you know, Jesus Christ is y'all savior. God is y'all savior. But you got to think bigger. You got to think for your people. I know it's hard to believe because it was for me too. Not like it is for you though, because you making it hard for you. You making it hard for you. You're not blaspheming because you questioning, looking for the truth. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Seek the truth. You got the Bible right there with you. You ain't supposed to read the same old doctrines that Dr. Ray Hagins, he the psychologist, was talking about. You're supposed to read the contradictions in the Bible and come to the understanding about that. Because, see, the Bible might be good, it might be true, and filled with lies. I could never get through Genesis. And can't you see me as a little girl trying to annotate the Bible? Honey, that book got to beget somebody, beget somebody, beget somebody. I don't know. I probably, you know, just threw my hands up. But I remember going through the Bible. I guess I was going to go from book randomly and writing and stuff. But Jesus called somebody a prostitute. And I was like, no, this ain't even, this ain't even resonating with me. And I was just a little girl. So I never read the Bible before, y'all. I read Ruth. And she the one that, you know, went off with her mother-in-law when her husband died or something like that. And she laid at the feet of some man. And yeah, I kind of remember. I'm going to get the Bible so that, you know, we can read these things and stuff, because I want to read and go through the contradictions in the Bible. Now, see, then when I was a little girl and stuff, you know, even through my young adulthood and stuff, I didn't really just get into the Bible like reading and stuff. You know, we don't do that. We just go to church, you know, and we got our sermon, and the pastor tell you what verses to read and meditate on and stuff like that. And that's what we did. You don't go outside of them verses and stuff. So if anybody had seen the verses, slaves obey your master, what does that mean to you, Black America? Your ass was the slaves. I mean, you know, it just don't make no sense to me. You know, I know it's all parables and myths and stuff like that, but the psychological misleading of it and stuff, and then to actually get the white man, why didn't somebody even, you know, challenge any of the pastors in the past 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I'll pick your choice. When they first started putting up that white Jesus, why didn't anybody? I know I was asleep and I was a fool most of my life. So I just woke up after 40 years of being blissfully, just slumbering. You know, I was just slumbering. I was asleep for 40 years. So I've been up, now looking at everything and stuff. But I just want to know, why haven't nobody asked the pastor some of these things that's going on, and they don't even answer. They don't even have to worry about it because nobody's going to ask them. I'll ask them. If I was still in church, I would ask my pastor. Some of y'all still go to Bible study. What did you in Bible study studying? The same old thing, that we are a sinner. We under a curse. What was the other one Dr. Ray Hagan said? The church doctrines, and religious statements that's got us in a time we trapped. That's what he said, literally, we are trapped. So you thinking that your grandbaby, your great-great-grandbaby, that beautiful baby was born a sinner. How dumb is that? Black America. See how they do you? You see how they treat you? The very ones that know they were the very devil, the very Satan, Lucifer, whatever his name is, to your ancestors. They know it. You don't know it. If you do know it, you scared to say it. You scared to tell them. Somebody got to ask their ass, so shit, when you going to show your real true colors again? Well, how long you going to hide all this? When you going to let this out again? When you going to let this be known, be seen? Take accountability, white America, for this right here. When we at our very lowest numbers, when they done really decreased our numbers so much. When the new world order, this futuristic world is finally up and running, is that when you're going to come out snarling and growling and dismembering us? Is that when you're really going to show your rage to us? I want to know. I want to know. Because this don't just go away. And for us as a people, we doing our best so this don't happen again. I think we letting white America know, y'all ain't got to worry about us. You ain't got to worry about us, master. We ain't going to do but just a little bit. We ain't going to do but just a little bit. We ain't going to do no whole lot. And y'all ain't got to come out the bag on us no more, because we'll do that too. We'll come out the bag on us. So what happened? When black men went and white men in black communities, they would drive by in each other communities. And the black men started going, because white men started it. I told y'all already. If I'm wrong, I'll let you know. But white men, the ones started that in their cars, going to black people communities, shooting. So black men got in their cars and went to white men communities, shooting their guns. And then the book said that, I don't think I was, dreaming or time traveling or nothing like that. I was actually reading the book. When I read it, I'm going to get the book when I take these back. And I'm going to see if I can find that passage. Because it was like, when they were, at one time, y'all, they was drive-buying each other communities. They was drive-buying each other communities. Drive-buying, shooting and stuff. Because white men started with black communities. So the black men got in their cars and went over to their communities. We can do this shit too now. And at one time, it said they both was doing it. But then, all of a sudden, the black men stopped, turned their guns on themselves, and kept doing the drive-by shootings. I don't know where it come from and stuff. So now I'm thinking, shit, what did the white men say to the black men and stuff? You don't want us to come over there. What? What did they say for black men to turn on us and say, all right, we'll handle us? I know it's like, wow, for real. Could that have possibly happened? I don't think so, but I don't know. I'm just studying myself, trying to put together all of this. What does it mean then and now? Because after we leave here, we leave our babies, our future youth and stuff here. This gonna be their future, y'all. This not gonna be our future. I know your ass don't think you finna live to be 103 years old. I know your ass don't think that you finna live to be 70, 90 years old and do nothing for your people. Okay, I'm just saying, because even if we don't do anything in the first half of our life for us, because we've been asleep and indoctrinated, the last half of our life, we should. That's when we're going to make our greatest contribution to our people. See, to our collective. And it begins just teaching us what we need to know. Give us something. All y'all try to give us is Jesus Christ for hope. The man don't even look like us. Let's give out some shout outs. Oh, good day, Larry. Hi, Kelvin. Good day. Aya is our righteousness, Aya. Hi, Aya. Yes, we must ask the hard or challenging questions. Yeah, we got to. Somebody got to. Sure do. Ain't no need in getting in the smart cities. Ain't no need in us getting trapped in the smart cities that they building up. They call 15-minute cities. I'm trying to see what is that supposed to look like. What does that mean for us? Who the hell gonna be in these smart cities? Who gonna be in these smart cities? 15-minute cities. So what? You can go through the whole city in 15 minutes, or you can only be out of the city for 15 minutes. What is it gonna be like like some type of dome over it, or maybe a motionless, like in that movie Predator, when they had to put the parameters. Is it gonna be something like that? Because everything's gonna be by AI by then. Everything is gearing now to be AI. So so once these smart cities is up and stuff, and you ain't inside of your city at that particular time, what's gonna happen? Everybody gonna know your ass is out. For one, I'm just wondering what the hell is these smart cities? I ain't really seen what they finna do, who they fuck, because I don't see white folks, not even old white folks. I don't see white folks, period, in these smart cities. Not even for protection. As much as they claim it's so dangerous out here, black folks can't be trusted. Black men scare me. Oh, I'm afraid of black folks. You ain't gonna see them in them smart cities. They not finna be in them smart cities. So who else finna be in them? And who finna be guarding the smart cities? See, all of these, I'm just wondering, how the hell did it get this far along? Because it should have never gotten this far along. I know if I hadn't quit school, if I had kept my focus about me, I would have been asking, what's going on here? At least I probably would have been in a community where we know what's happening, and then we can go out and start teaching and stuff. But as of now, here today, it's just me. I done got here in my life, and it's just me pretty much. Well, I ain't got no whole big circle anyway. I got like 2 friends, but I'm just saying, you should be able to walk up the street and see the collective building and creations for us. But we don't see that anywhere. I'm sure we do have some cities somewhere, some towns somewhere, I hope, where they got their homesteads and they reaching out. That's what they call y'all, our homesteads. I want me one too. And they reaching out and letting others in their area. And hopefully I know they got their podcast, because I watched Lee Farmer 73 and Lady Led. And they got their homesteads and teaching us how to get ours too. But other than that, no, we don't have any of that. We like beginning to prep now for our future. And the future is right upon us. Not our future, but a futuristic future. That we ain't even had no input. We had no say, no planning, no preparation. We had nothing to do with this new world coming up. They ain't asked us, how do we feel? I don't think they asked no group of people. How do you feel about having robots here and stuff? How do you feel about, how do you feel about Terminator dogs, robot dogs, and Terminator? Some of them robots and stuff look like the Terminator. I said, damn, is they gonna be for different segments of society? And that's why I said the regular dog, your dog gonna walk when he see that robot dog out there. He gonna get his ass up on his back legs. He probably gonna cuss your ass out. All of us, dogs gonna start talking to us, telling us y'all some fools and some damn dummies. How could y'all not see this coming? Your dog been with you since you were what, 9 years old? Now you what, 52? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't even know how long dogs live. And I'm just saying, your dog been with you your whole life. The dog probably old now, ain't really active and stuff. But the dog been with you your whole life. The dog see what you've been through. That dog been in your family for a long time. The dog, then the dogs, then the dogs, the puppies and stuff. So, dogs been around us. I'm just saying, dogs been around us, cats too. Because we done domesticated everything. Birds. They all finna start telling us the truth. How the fuck y'all gonna be around these people still? We pass them all the time on the street. I bet dogs gonna be telling y'all. I've been wanting to tell y'all when we be out and we be passing they dogs. We be talking to each other. So there you go. Yeah, Black America. It's everything different. It's just time to get the messages however we get it. Cosmos is trying to get these messages, these downloads to us. And they finna come in ways that's unprecedented. Because we're in unprecedented times, ain't we? We ain't never seen no times like this. I'm just saying, I get here and I got to talk and stuff because it's a lot for me to say and stuff. And I don't have people to talk to about these things. So when I sit down and stuff, I'm probably going to be here an hour or two. Sometimes 3 if I got time and you got time and stuff. But let's get this out the way right here and stuff because I'm here. I already done said it. First and finally, my first and final concern is Black America and Black media. Black media, y'all, that's what you think. That's what you need to do. That's where you need to go. Okay, watch your MSNBC if you must. Watch it if you must. But get your ass over there and watch some Black media too. I don't know. You can go watch Dr. Boyce Watkins, African Diaspora, the Defiant Lawyers Network. It's so many of them out there for us. And that's where you need to be. Yeah, that's where you need to be. Go to MSNBC sometime and CNN sometimes stuff. They do try to keep their own people that's, not really high up with what's going on and stuff. But hell, they lying too most of the time and stuff. You got to read between the lines of that because it don't mean it's for you, Black people. I'm just saying. So so we're here to expose and to condemn, to uncover and condemn the many agendas, events, projects, operations, laws, bills, acts, codes, plans, experiments, courses, studies. It's so many of them, y'all. It really is. On this piece of paper right here and stuff. And see, I ain't been on in a few days. Yesterday was my first day. So when I came back yesterday, I kind of felt like Marvin Gaye was on the scene somewhere because I just kept saying, And Dr. Francis Chris Wilson said when Marvin came out with that song, What's Happening? It was because we didn't know what was going on. And he wanted to convey that to us that we always asking, what's up, man? What's happening? What what's going down? And that's, see? And so, I felt like yesterday and stuff was my very first day, being back and stuff. But it's all good and stuff. I got to do what I got to do. You got to learn it. It's something new. It's needed, And most of my mentors that's on here and stuff, y'all already got this down pat. Just let us know it ain't got to be so intimidating. Okay? Because I'm letting people around me know, my friends and stuff. Letting them know, get your chair, sit down. Get your podcast. That's what it's called. Get your podcast and sit down. Now, I am letting them know now. You be sure you pay that light bill too. But and just let us know it ain't got to be so intimidating. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Just sit down and be yourself. I don't care what you're doing. If you're crocheting, and you finna show how that the ancestors, even if you're making blankets and stuff like that, and you want to show how the ancestors used it, how they used that needle to make them designs to draw the river. Because, you know, them blankets and stuff had messages in them. I wrote it down. One of them was the bear's claw. One of them was the drunken path. And that blanket right there, it was all over the place. Because the ancestors said that the slave captors cannot track you if you follow the drunkard's path. You know, because he's staggering and stuff. So see, and one of them was the bear's claw. And I forgot what the other one was, but I did write them down. So even if that's what you're doing and stuff, get your channel so you can reach out to those who have that same interest. Because, honey, we're going to need them blankets. And we need to know them things. If you braid hair and you haven't done it yet, it ain't even got to be hard. Just set yourself up, get your channel, sit down and start braiding. If you braiding them rivers and stuff, because, you know, our ancestors used to braid the escape routes in our hair. Yep. In our hair. They used to have little stuff in between the braids that you might need when you got where you were going, a little piece of nugget of gold or something like that. Yeah, and just reach in there and just pull it out of that braid. And there, yeah, and there you go. They're going to pay you your $15,000 for that gold. You probably get $500. So, yeah, just let us know it ain't even got to be intimidating and stuff. You know, we just got to get on here and do it. And then once you do it, you're done. Yep. And all I'm doing is reading. I talk a lot of stuff because I guess I want y'all to know that, hey, I'm same as you. Yep, I'm same as you. You probably graduated though, didn't you? And that's fine. We still here together. We still got the same struggle. You know, we still on the same path. We still trying to seek the truth for our people. That's what I'm doing. I want to find the healing for my people. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of my people being at each other. And why? Why? Especially when I look at like Soul Train. I remember Soul Train. You know, and the goodness that we had, the greatness that we had. Then when I learned about Tulsa, when I was like 40 years old, because I slept for 40 years after I lost that book. It was a couple of decades. And so when I learned about Tulsa and stuff, you know, it was something totally new. It was like, wow, you got to forgive something else. And I did. I think I did forgive Tulsa. Then it was like, you know, there was Greenwood and Rosewood too. Then, you know, then there was, Wilkinson. It was so many other massacres and stuff, you know. So, yeah, I'm at the point right now where I don't forgive nothing. I don't forgive nothing. And I'm not religious. I'm totally, unequivocally, if I said that right, that's a new word too. Absolutely. Spiritual. I'm not religious. I don't forgive nobody but my ancestors. Yeah, that was a lie too. That was a church lie too. One of them doctrines that Dr. Ray Hagens was talking about, them church doctrines, that forgiveness is for you, not for them. No, it ain't. Who said you got to forgive? Who said you got to forgive? What make it for you to forgive them? What make it the best thing for you to forgive them? You already know. Be unlike him who caused the injury. I forgot who said that. Pythagoras, maybe? I don't know. But I got it on the wall in there and stuff. You know, I'm just trying to learn too. You know, yeah. I can say that, yeah, my biggest teachers, my first and final and foremost teachers is going to be my people. But I do try to learn stuff outside of, you know, the Black perspective too. But yeah, my whole perspective is mostly Black. It's going to be Black. I'm Black. I'm a Black woman. Yeah. And that's how I learned. That's what I learned. You know, but yeah, somebody said that, you know, be unlike him who caused the injury. So you already know. Don't go out doing that bullshit. You don't need the Bible to tell you don't steal, kill, and destroy. Do you? Your mama should have taught you that, just like mine taught me. Now, we can be some mean drunks if you can't handle it. But you know, you can rectify that shit. Hell, just don't drink. What is you going to go to the club for knowing you can't drink? It don't make no sense. So see, we got to start using our common sense and stuff. But look at these right here. I can't get my eyes off of them. Y'all, good vibes only. Creative chaos. Ooh-wee. Ooh, that right there could be like another for the stars and stuff too. Yeah, and look at that right there. Yeah. Well, let's get the oh yeah, let me tell you this. We looking through a spiritual lens. They coming. Let's let them come. It's so good to see y'all. Upright black teachings and teachers are the greatest on earth. I know. I think I was supposed to be a teacher. I don't know. It was just something about when I was a little girl, y'all. On the last day of school, honey, you know everybody go throwing everything out of their lockers and stuff. Everybody get to throwing everything out of their lockers and stuff, and they just getting what they need to leave and stuff. Honey, I be in that school for hours after everybody done left and stuff. I done got notebooks, coloring pencils, markers, tablets, books. I done got posters, workbooks and stuff, activity books, you know. And I would get behind the apartments and stuff where we lived at with the other kids and stuff, and we finna have school, you know. And we have to do things like that and stuff. Let our children, when we see something, when they see something and they can make use of it, let them go ahead and get it, you know, because that right there is that's your prompt. Just you knowing, oh, she want to get all these Lego pieces, whatever it may be for your child, you know, as long as it ain't nothing harmful. You don't want them to get a whole bunch of nails, you know, and oh, she want to get all these nails. What? Nothing. Use your head. But your baby, you know, you out and stuff, and she want to get all these Legos and stuff, you know. Maybe she got an invention in her mind or something. You know, I don't know. It could be them little bracelets and stuff. You know, maybe she want to have a bracelet business where she just sit at home and she just making her bracelets, her necklaces, her little rings and stuff. And then you can sell them for her. Whatever their knick-knack is. That's your prompt to help them further it along. Because that's possibly, most likely, their gift. See, instead of saying, "Nah, leave that alone. Put that down. You don't need that." How we know? How your ass know what they need? See, we don't have to make it so difficult, but we do because we are indoctrinated by white America. White America done did a number on us, y'all. Yeah, I know Malcolm wanted to tell us in so many ways. He was so awesome. I know he wanted to tell us in so many other ways that, you know, instead of saying we've been bamboozled and we've been hoodwinked, we've been some motherfucking fools. Some motherfucking fools. And now, you know, it's just like, are you going to be a fool and a dummy? That's all I know. You're going to be a fool and a dummy, Black America. I'm just saying, you know what's hurting you. Maybe you don't, but you know you feel something that's not right within you. And this is what it is. This is all I can figure that it is. Once we get to the root of racial violence and we call this out and condemn it and hold white people, white America, accountable for that shit, then maybe that's when we can start to heal for us. Because, see, we got to stand up to white America about this. I don't care what you say. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long ago it's been. You know, you make your decision right here, right now. Yeah, going back over there to the other channel where they're going to let you think, oh, it's okay, you know. Things going to play out like they're going to play out. And they are. And they are. But, you know, it's going to take you and you and you and you and you and me to make that fist to say we done with this shit. You got to be held accountable for everything you've done. See, white folks, they should have been started them school curriculums for black kids and say, hey, you know, we done them so wrong, so long. Let us get them their own curriculum. You know, the white man would have did it for them. Yeah, he probably would have. I don't know. They did kill John Brown and his two sons. It's hard to say. You know, but white women got a lot of power. All they had to say was, yes, Brad, we'll teach them only so much. We won't teach them the whole truth of who they are. We'll teach them so much, but we need a curriculum because we feel so bad about what we've done to them. And they could have had a black curriculum that would at least given black children some hope. At least a little glimpse of hope. Because at this point right now, y'all, the only hope we got is religion. That's the only hope black people got is religion. And that's fucked up because religion is a lie to all of y'all. But yeah, I'm looking through a spiritual lens because I'm not religious. Spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education. We find out who we loyal to. Who are we loyal to? By any means necessary. You the one got to go within about you. I already done did the knowledge and went in about me. Yeah, I know you're going to feel like you're blaspheming, but I'm here to, you ain't even got to make that hard. You ain't got to make that hard. I know, confirmation. Yeah, all you got to do is decide, ask your higher power, whoever it is, whichever one it is. Because Dr. Ray Hagan said that they all got you trapped anyway. You inside of the bubble, the mindset. Whatever your religion is, it could be Yahushua, Judaism, Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is the oldest religion, y'all, and it's still being practiced. Yep. So I would like Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is another Christ-like deity. Horus was the first original. And then it's Dionysus. They ain't in order, though. I just remember them. Dionysus, Tamun, Buddha, Krishna. It's some others. I got them on that piece of paper. And I'm looking for it now so I can show you what he said about the mindset. But everything that you think you know is inside of your religious mindset. Whatever your belief is and who it is. That's it, and that's all for you. But Black America, that's keeping us trapped. We got to think outside of that circle. There's a whole arena of information out there that we don't know because religion has trapped us in there. So see, what you're going to have to do, because it took me like 6 to 9 months of feeling like I was blaspheming. And I wasn't even really deeply into church like that. No, I went sometimes. After I got old enough and I didn't have to go no more, honey, that was it. I didn't. Maybe on Easter or some day like that, you know. But even during my young adult, I didn't go to church religiously like that, like some of y'all do. You there every Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, morning, noon, and night, whatever time it say be there, you there. But see, the only thing you got to do is ask your higher power. Do they really want you to know the truth? Do he really want you to know the truth? Ask him. Be frank with him. Just ask him, am I supposed to go to heaven and be with white folks? Or is it somewhere else? Let me show that multiverse up there. Or is it somewhere else that I can possibly go after this lifetime? Just ask him. Put it however you want to put it. I just told him, quite frankly, you know, I need to find somewhere else to go. Do you really need me to go to heaven? Do I got to go to heaven with white folks? Is that where I'm supposed to be? I forgot how I put it and stuff, but honey, it didn't take too long. It didn't take too long. And so now that's why I'm sure of it. I'm not going to heaven. No, white folks ask me and stuff, are you going to heaven with Jesus? I tell them, no, I'm not. I do clarify to some of us and stuff. Are you talking about Simeon Toko? You're talking about Horus. You know, who you talking about? But even them might say, no, we ain't going to heaven. We're going to the afterlife. White folks said it's heaven. Taught us it's heaven. We got another place to go. See, it's all spiritual. When you become spiritual stuff, you start reading and learning. You start thinking for yourself. And then the Bible say, the fool is he who relies upon his own understanding. The same Bible that says slaves obey your masters. The same Bible that said we are under a curse. Wait a minute. The same Bible that said you, your baby, that little bitty baby, you just left home. Your wife sitting there just beautiful with the baby. Tell sister, hey. And you believing that baby was born a sinner. That same Bible. See, we got to start thinking for ourselves. We die for lack of knowledge. From lack of knowledge. We ain't got no knowledge about nothing. I mean, I'm just saying, shit, you know that the Bible said Jesus had bronze skin and hair like mine. And then you sit there and turned around and condoned, went along with it. You ain't got none in your house. Because I don't. That's a black Jesus right there. The sun just shining on, the light just shining on it. But then you sit there and condone and let it be where everybody got the white man on their wall. I did too. It took me a long time to be able to say, take that damn man off of y'all wall. So I'm going to say it again and stuff. All of my friends and family and stuff that know me and stuff, take that white man off of y'all wall. Ask your pastor about the Council of Nicaea. Ask him about Horus, Dionysus. Ask him about anything. Matter of fact, ask your pastor, is it possible? When he was at the biblical theological, what is it called? Seminary, something like that. That Bible school where they teach all of them and stuff. Is it possible that on the other side of these clouds is really cotton? It's a possibility. And see what he gonna say. See what he gonna say. Just ask him. That's my cotton. I had to show it last night. Yep, I'm waiting on somebody to send me some cotton. I've been asking folks for like 2 years. Send me some cotton up here. Just send it in the mail. Shoot, the whole stem. Go out there, pick it. You know you live around them cotton fields and stuff still. Down south and stuff. Just pick some cotton, send it through the mail to me. Damn. Because it's that deep. It's got to be our lifestyle. It's mine. I don't know about y'all and stuff. So yeah, we look at through a spiritual lens of resilience, loyalty, and education. Because we finna learn. I'm finna learn, honey. I don't care which one of my teachers, family members, allies, whoever get mad about it. I sure the fuck don't, because I'm mad too. I'm mad since I found out that I was betrayed. My mama was betrayed. My grandmama Marilyn. You know, my great grandmama Eileen. Everybody was betrayed. You know, and went along. Everybody just like, oh, this is what it is and stuff. You know, we ain't gonna ruffle no feathers. We gonna keep the peace. And it's over for that now. Ain't no more keeping the peace. Nope, ain't no more keeping the peace. We just gonna have to tell it like it is. And white America gonna have to lay in this bed that they done made. You know, and everybody else too. Everybody else that came over here and treating Black America like white folks do. We can't be there for y'all either. You're gonna have to save yourself too. Yeah, we backing off from everybody and everything. We ain't got nothing to do with y'all no more. Nothing. Y'all haven't even come together when we not around and say, hey, y'all, come on now. When we gonna at least help Black America get something? Don't y'all think they need something? What y'all do get when we ain't around? Everybody else around at the table. You're laughing, snickering and stuff. Yeah, they still don't know, do they? Mm-mm. I know some of them say, nah, we don't think like that and stuff, but yes, they do. Yes, they do. They just don't tell us. It's becoming very apparent to me, you know, and we so trusting and so forgiving. We got to forgive ourselves for that, honey, and start calling it like it is. We got to live in this reality right here, right now, so that history don't repeat itself. That's why everything being exposed. That's why the world is on fire. Martin Luther King said, injustice to one is injustice to all. But he was talking to white folks. Martin was talking to white folks, letting them know that what they did to us can be done to everybody. It will be done to everybody. And now look, everybody ass oppressed. Everybody getting some of this. Yep, everybody getting some of this oppression. And they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. But they thought Martin was talking to us. He wasn't talking to us. He was talking to them. He was talking to white folks. And then other people that came here too, he was talking to them too. And then I didn't even know, let me say this before I read this copyright disclaimer. It was the civil rights leaders that went behind the pastors' backs. Because the pastors, I'm going to have to find that again, wanted to secure our rights and our demands before all of the immigrants came in. But Martin them was the ones that went for the immigrants, the immigrations. Yeah, we're going to have to read that and stuff because I'm like, what? Again? You know, we just keep getting in our own way. So this time, you know, we got to get out the way. Let things happen that's supposed to happen out there. Prepare yourself the best way you can. You know, if your inside garden, if your homestead feeds you, your family, your community, you know, you and your neighbors for the next 6 to 9 months, that's awesome. Because right here, right now, you can start building it up and expand it. because it's going to be indefinite. You're going to need that inside garden and stuff. I know. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses are used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So yeah, we can educate ourselves. And my views are just my views. I'm not finna sit up here and read and not say how I feel, how I think, in my opinion. So, these are just my views. Alan Grimshaw, the man that wrote this book, maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. Maybe he ain't saying that, black people, they call it the Negro people, wasn't the aggressor. Even though I clearly read it, said it identified us as criminals and the rioters. But that was like at the very end almost. When we started becoming identity. See, we right here on this book now, y'all. That's all we got to finish. Right there. That right there. That's all we got to finish this book. But all of this right here is talking about the trauma that we faced. See, that's the trauma that we faced at the hands of white America. Then all of a sudden, we get to this little part right here, and it's talking about we are the aggressors. We are the rioters, the criminals. You see, so maybe, but I digress. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. It's my opinion. But I'd rather not read anymore perceivings like that. But that's why we got to tell our own stories. That's why I seen somebody saying that we got to tell our own stories. And I seen that, we got a lot of Africans telling our stories. I'm subscribed to some of them telling our stories because we ain't telling them. Why come we not telling our own stories? Your ass can read. My mentors in here and stuff, y'all, or I ain't talking to y'all on there because I know y'all already got y'all channels and stuff and y'all followers and stuff. And that when you get on here and stuff, you only spend a little small amount of time to give your introductory of who you is and why you here and stuff, And I'm still kind of new at it and stuff. I'll go on and on until I get my own rhythm and how I can compartmentalize this and stuff, because it's totally new for me. But just let us know, hey, it's self-gratifying when you standing on the right side, when you fighting. In the fight, Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. Vernon Johns. If you see a good fight, get in it. So when you know you in that fight and you on the right side, y'all, it feels so good to knock a motherfucker out. It feels so good when you know you fighting on the right side of the fight. And honey, I'm on my ancestor side. Yes, I'm on my ancestor side. So, I thank you for y'all patience. Though I didn't find the paperwork for Dr. Ray Hagen's, but it's over there. I know it's got to be over there. I'm going to try to call it off by the top of my head and stuff. Dr. Ray Hagen said that we must undo or reverse the dedicated ignorance to us that has been caused by the religious statements and the church doctrines. We already talked about it. He said because it causes us to be disconnected from factual, historical, spiritual things that's happened to us. We can't connect the dots of it because of religion, y'all. He said that the true purpose of religion is one, to uplift the creator, to always keep white America on a pedestal. Dr. Francis Creswell said all of us see white folks as gods because hell, the white man is God in the picture. She said our mind automatically perceives that Jesus is white. As soon as you was a baby, 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old, you was in church. You just sat there, you 3 months old, you finally got your focus and stuff. You sat in church, it was so cold in there, you didn't know what all them sounds and noises was and stuff. I smell something burning. You didn't know what them was and stuff, because you just a baby. But your mind is focusing and it's rearing in on something. That white Jesus up there on that wall. Then as you get a little older, 3 years old, 5 years old and stuff, you start to connect the dots. And Dr. Francis Creswell, that's what it seemed like to me, said that we instinctively similarize God with being white. So we see white people as godly people. And that's not true. That is not true. So I be wondering to myself now, how could we know it's say in the Bible that he had skin of bronze and kinky hair, and then sit there and allow anybody to have a white Jesus on their wall? You know, because we're indoctrinated. Dr. Ray Hagen said we got to get out of them indoctrinations and stuff. But y'all, the second reaction to religion is to paralyze the analysis, the paralysis of analysis to those who receive it. And that's me and you. That's black people. We the one receive that Bible, that biblical text. This the Bible right here. We the one receive it. They give it to us. So it paralyzes our train of thought. We can't think. We can't put two and two together. We can't see everything as a fable or story. We can't even look at the holes in it, because religion just got us paralyzed where we can't think. Yeah, it's deep. It's deeper than I ever thought. But let's read though, because it's beautiful out there today, hon. I'm going outside in the sun today. I'm going back out there. Don't forget, go out and get your stuff today. Don't you go out and spend a dime or a dollar. No, if you already got you a subscription to something, like your car wash, and it's already paid for because you pay it by subscription every month, then go to the car wash. Clean your car tomorrow. But don't go spend no money. I'm just saying. Whatever you got a subscription for and stuff, go enjoy it. That's a day to enjoy your subscription. You ain't even got to spend no money. We happy cleaning out our cars and stuff. Oh, honey, we'll be out there hours, vacuuming and shining it up. It's smelling good. Got our music playing and stuff, yeah. But don't go spend no money tomorrow. This right here is going to have to be a change in lifescape for us. We got to start withholding our money. Black people used to be the ones to hold our money the longest. We used to hold $1 for like 11 days. Yeah, I got it somewhere, I think. We used to hold $1 for like 11 days. Yep, the longest of anybody in this country holding money. Now, we can't even hold $1 for an hour. It's gone. Nope, it's gone. We can't even hold $1 for 1 hour. So, yeah, we getting back to that now. That's all this is. And really, somebody needs to tell white America, stop burning money. Since you're going to a cashless society, save all the money. Just start transferring the money over to Black America. Let that be our reparations, because we ready to separate. We need to separate. Now, I don't know if y'all believe in man-made weapons, if that's your totality of fear, but you the one got all this religious hope and stuff. Have some faith in your cosmic cavalry. Have some faith in your cosmic cavalry that your God is more powerful than any man-made weaponry that may be. Your God's power is more powerful than any man-made power structure out here, whatever it may be. So, that's where we're going to have our faith. Prepare ourselves. You take a bath every day. That don't mean you're going outside. Open your mind up. Stop giving yourself permission to look for excuses. That's what we do. I do it sometimes too. Yep, I still give myself permission to look for excuses and stuff. Yep. Because when I knew I had to pay this light bill and stuff for this right here, I was like, well, I'll pay it tomorrow. Looking for another excuse. Can't pay the damn light bill here. It's already late. Oh, and don't let their ass come up with a late fee. What? No. But let's read, y'all. And we are reading More Dirty Little Secrets. This is volume 2. I ain't got volume 1. About Black hero, about Black history, its heroes, and other troublemakers. Dr. Claude Anderson and his son, Brent Anderson. Yeah, since I've been gone, we ain't read this in about a week now. Yep. Crispus Attucks. He was the first black that was killed in the war, remember? Uh-huh. Yeah. A black shero, that's Harriet Tubman. Oh, Harriet Tubman. Y'all know we learned at first about Harriet when she saved Charles Nails, and Harriet was just on vacation. Harriet was on vacation in Troy, New York, visiting her cousin. And honey, they went to the town square to do some shopping or something. And but you know, wherever Harriet was at, it was on. Wherever Harriet was at, Harriet was for her people. And yeah, they were taking Charles Nails back to his master. He had escaped and he was doing good working for a family, you know. And his master found out, he couldn't read and write. So he was asking somebody for help. And when they helped him do the reading and the writing, they did some research or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but they found out that he was an escaped slave. It could have been whatever he had them to pen for him, to write for him. So they got in touch with his master, and that's how his master knew where he was at. Yep, I read the story again and stuff. Let me see, where the book at? I read the story again. That's what happened. So his master sent for him. And when they got there for Charles Nails and stuff, they were taking him through the town to the jailhouse, or so they could ship him off back down south to his master. And Harriet and her cousin was on their way to the town square so they can do some shopping and get some fruits and some, you know, some clout and stuff like that. And they seen it. Harriet seen all the people, because when his workers realized, hey, Charles should have been back. What's going on? And then they came back, run up. They got Charles. They finna send him back to his master. And then everybody took out walking and stuff. The white folks, black folks too, took out walking and stuff, because they were like, no, they ain't finna get him back. Charles been here for like 10 years, 11, 12 years now. He's dependable. We love him. He part of our community. He's trustworthy. So, you know, all of them, it was like 400 of them. They were storming, honey, down them dirt roads, kicking up dirt. You'd have thought it was the Africans and stuff, dancing the dust dance and stuff. They were kicking up dirt, going to the town square to get Charles. And Harriet, she picked it up that something was going on. My hand itching too. Yeah, I claim it all. Harriet picked it up that something was going on. She didn't know what though. But see, Harriet was in tune with nature. Harriet's in tune with nature and everything that was happening, especially with her people. So she seen all the people. She seen all the people. Yep. They were coming down this way, y'all. I can see it right now. They were coming down the street, y'all. They were walking like Sophia on The Color Purple. Everybody was. Because they were mad. They wasn't walking like Suge on, Suge Avery. They wasn't walking like Suge and the singles. When they were going to the church and they were playing the music and stuff, Suge was singing at the top of her lung. They were walking like Sophia down that dirt road. She was going to tell Celia, why you tell Harpo to beat me? And they were kicking up dust and stuff. But the sound of their footsteps, everybody was walking together and stuff. And Harriet felt it. It was like an earthquake, I guess. I don't know. She felt it in her bones that something was going on. So Harriet detoured from her cousin. Her cousin already knew. Let me go and step over to the side. I'll get them fruits tomorrow. Shit, you know. She did what she had to do because she already know Harriet. Harriet, honey, ended up in front of all them people. Harriet ended up in front of 400 people going to save Charles Nails. But she still didn't know what was going on. But see, she had looked around when she felt it. She was like, her ears pricked up. Something is happening and stuff. But she looked between them trees over there and she seen Charles with them guards, and they had him. They had him. And they were marching him. They were hitting him and beating him and stuff and knocking him upside his head. Yeah, we got you, boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna hurt you. We got to deliver you alive. You know, your master got plans for you. And so she seen him. And so Harriet knew she going to get Charles. But the way where she was at, her and her cousin, and the people were on that same road, when she got over there to get over there, Harriet ended up in front of all them people. Honey, when they made it over there where Charles was at, Harriet was the one that got in there and was agitating. And she was holding on to Charles, letting him know, I'm here, brother. We all here. We behind you. You ain't going to die today. Harriet, honey, it was the biggest rescue ever, and probably in that whole town for centuries. Harriet. And as quick as it happened and stuff, it seemed to take forever. And then when it was over and stuff, and Charles was free in Canada, it was a true story. Charles was free in Canada, and Harriet went back home. She was just on vacation. That's how we got to be vigilant about us. We got to keep our eyes on the prize about us, the same way Harriet did. So y'all, what happened was, I wasn't going to tell the story, but I got to. But what happened was, Harriet was holding on to Charles because he don't know where she came from. Charles didn't know everybody was coming to save him. All he knew was, oh, Lord, they done found me. They done found me, and they finna deliver me back. He knew what would happen to him when they got him back down south and stuff. Then all of a sudden, here come this little bitty short black woman. And she just got up in there and she was holding on to him, saying, it's all right, we're going to get you. We're going to save you. You ain't going to die today. All of us is here. Every last one of us is here. And Harriet didn't even have to think about it, who all these people was back here. Because they looked like us. They looked like her. They dressed like her. Their mindset was her. They were focused. They wasn't with the carnival, aggressive, raging and gnarling, growling thing that the white mobs had. So Harriet automatically knew, they were going to get Charles. They was going to save Charles. They didn't have weapons and stuff. They did not have what somebody probably had their blade on or whatever, their little knife or whatever on them and stuff. But they didn't have weapons and stuff like that. They had money, they had their little jewelry and stuff like that. But they were going to save Charles. So Harriet knew that they wasn't even no worry. She didn't have to worry about them and stuff. All she knew was, because see, Harriet was injured when she was a young girl, helping another black man escape. And he was running through the store and stuff. And Harriet stepped in the way so he could get away. And the store owner, the clerk, threw a bag of sugar and hit Harriet in the head and stuff. So Harriet, she would fall out and have faint spells. But when she came to, she would know. Instincts. Even when she wasn't falling out having them faint spells, she would know. Just like she knew when, she felt that vibration of what was going on and stuff. But, anyway, Harriet got to agitating the guards and stuff, talking to Charles, letting Charles know you're going to live today. We all here for you. You just get ready. You get ready and you go. You go. We're going to save you today. So she was agitating so much, y'all. Soon as the guards released their grip, Charles took off. He went back that way where she said go. Back, we all here for you. That was all he needed to know. He didn't even know what was happening. Charles didn't even know that he had all them angels around him. He did not even know that Harriet Tubman would save his life. Bubba would give his life for him. He didn't know. All he knew was he ran back. Honey, we don't know if people picked Charles up and hoisted him to them ferry boats over there. We don't know if they opened up like the Red Sea and Charles flew down through there and then they closed up so nobody could get through. All we know was Charles ended up on the boat going across the river. Honey, Charles was on the boat going across the river and stuff. Some of the people, because it was like 400 people, black and white, some of them ended up getting on some of the other boats going where Charles was at. Harriet, they were beating Harriet down. Oh, honey, she cost us the slave. Oh, he's getting away. You black. They started beating Harriet down. We don't know what happened to Harriet. I think Harriet had her weapons under her dress. Yes, honey, Harriet must have cut up ankles, legs, turned tendons, the bottom of folks' feet, because they were trying to kick her. But yeah, Harriet got up. Before you know it, Harriet was on her way to follow Charles again, because Charles going across the river. Now, the people across the river, they already know something going on over there. It's got to be a nigger. It's got to be a nigger, because see, white folks knew when they did something, it was shh. Don't say nothing. But when black folks did something, that's the uproar. Anytime you hear an uproar, you best believe it's a nigger trying to escape. That's how white folks was thinking. So they seen Charles coming in the boat. Soon as he got across the river in the boat, they grabbed him again, y'all, and took him to this building, like 2 stories high. That's where they had him at. But the black people that got in their boats and stuff to go get Charles, they made it there after he did. So, of course, they like, well, where would they take him at? How would we know where he at? But then Harriet ended up over on that side, too. And Harriet automatically knew where he was at because, see, Where they took him in that building, that 2-story building, that's where everybody like, yeah, they got his ass. They got him. Oh, he's going back. I wish we could get him. Can you imagine what we could do to that black body? Harry could pick up on body language and talk like that. So Harry knew they had him in that 2-story building right there. And that's where she was walking to, honey, just like Sophia. All the people got behind Harriet again because she know where she going. All of a sudden, they're like, that's her. How did she get away? She's a little short woman, but she's powerful. That's leather, a little piece of leather well put together. People got behind Harriet, y'all. Bubba, brother Bubba, big, tall, burly, black man, strong, honey. They came through. They tried to be peaceful at first. When they got to the door, we here for Charles. We here for Charles Nails. He's been in this community for 10 plus years. We trust him. We love him. He's trustworthy. He's dependable. He's been working for us. We'll even pay. They said we'll even pay for Charles' freedom. But you know, white folks like, nah, we got to return him to his slave master. His master got plans for him. Yeah, this lesson right here, it must be learned by the others. They wouldn't free him. They wouldn't let them buy his freedom. So black folk were like, fuck it, then we getting a lawyer. Somebody in the crowd was like, I am a lawyer. I'm his lawyer. So, you know, they handed all the money up because they wanted to buy his freedom. After that, they were like, yeah, we got him a lawyer right here. Then they just bombed. The black men just went in. They like, we got him a lawyer. Give him here. We're going to have him till he got a court date. He's got to have a court date. Because, see, at the same time, the white mob was out there. They wanted his body. Oh, if he going to keep escaping, you're going to let him get away. We're going to get him. We're going to get him and string him up. This justice will be settled by us today. So, you know, they was like, well, we got him a lawyer for a trial, but we can't leave him here. He will not be safe in this building. We got to go get him. And that's what they did. They went inside that building and stuff, honey. Poor Charles was up on the second floor looking out. All these people out here, and they want me. And sister said that they were going to save me and I was going to die today. But here I am again. They captured me again. And Charles, they had Charles up on the second floor. He couldn't even sit down. They had him wrapped up so tight. He was just standing up there looking. And he was looking out the window and stuff like that. But everybody came on the first floor, knocking motherfuckers out and stuff. And they got up on the second floor. It was Bubba. Bubba the one kicked the door in. Boom. And the door just hit off the hinges and just fell on the floor right there. But the sheriff was behind the door with the hatchet. And the sheriff cut Bubba down. Killed him. So Bubba fell down right there. The door propped open. Everybody started rushing in and stuff, attacking the guards and stuff. But Harriet tell me. Harriet came under Bubba. As soon as he kicked that door in, it's like the exact moment the door went shh. Harriet came out from under Bubba like a quarterback, y'all. And she ran over. I wish I didn't have these books right here. Harriet came up under Bubba like a quarterback, honey. She ran real fast and scooped Charles up over her shoulder and took out running. Yes, she did. Harriet didn't know that building from nothing. Harriet was just visiting her cousin in Troy, New York. Harriet didn't know that building. But see, remember when that man hit Harriet when she was a girl with that bag of sugar and she had them instincts, she knew where to go. But see, the people on the outside of the building, they didn't know that. All they knew was we better be ready. We better be ready. Whatever side of this house they come out on, we need to have a stagecoach. We need to have them some provisions so they can get away. So they probably had a stagecoach on either side of the house and stuff, you know. And white folks was out there watching and stuff too. But y'all, on the river and stuff, white folks was still coming across the river. It happened so spontaneously, so fast and stuff, y'all. White folks was still coming across the river. By the time they made it across the river, Harriet done made it out the back door with Charles over her shoulder like a sack of potatoes, y'all. Oh, poor Charles. Soon as he seen Harriet come up through there like that right there, he saw when Bubba got cut down by that sheriff because he didn't know who that was stumbling up the stairs. Charles could not have known that was Harriet and them coming up the stairs and stuff. But as soon as that door kicked open and he seen Bubba and them, and he was like, they here again. They here for me. And then the sheriff cut Bubba down and he saw Bubba's body fall right there. And then Harriet came through and stuff and he like, it's her. You know, she just kept coming to save him. She just kept coming to save him and stuff. He couldn't do nothing but just cry as she had him over her shoulder and stuff. And she was going through and she kicked that last door off, honey. Soon as they stepped outside, the black people that was out there with their stagecoach gave her the reins. Yep, she grabbed them reins in one hand, honey, threw Charles up on there, and they were gone. They was in their stagecoach, they were gone. Now, white folks that were coming across the river and stuff, honey, all day was shooting and stuff. Some of the white folks, they were running with their guns, shooting at the stagecoach. Because Harriet was going with Charles, and Charles was over there. He was all bundled up and stuff. He couldn't even talk or nothing. All he could do was just cry. Just cry. That's all he could do. He was hyperventilating and stuff. He was scared. Where we at? Where we going? Who are you? Where's everybody? He had so many thoughts going through him and stuff. And Harry was just telling him, hold on, brother. Hold on. We're going to get you to safety. And they did. Long story short, they did. They got Charles, Harry did, and everybody else. Got Charles to Canada. He lived his whole life in Canada where he got married, had kids, and he moved back home where he was kidnapped at, tried to be kidnapped. So he lived a life in Canada, got married, had some babies, then he moved back where he was from and stuff. You know, it's a wonderful story. We got to tell our babies about these. These Robert Smalls, who kidnapped the Confederate ship. You can remember Robert Smalls, y'all. They made him feel that small. And they made him learn how to drive, how to sail that ship. A Confederate ship, him and the Black Brothers. Charles Smalls and the Black Brothers. And they wanted to escape slavery too. Everybody wanted to escape slavery. Don't you let them teach your children that we was ever okay with slavery, because we weren't. Our people fought against slavery every day of their life. Sometimes they had to wait and plan for months at a time until they could make their escape movement. Sometimes they would just go out in the blind of night. Just got to go, you know. But our people always fought against slavery. Don't let them make your babies think that we settle for slavery. You know, some of us were braver than others. You know, some of us had the time and the patience to say, hey, yeah, we're going to do this right. And we're going to make sure everybody can go. As many as want to go and stuff. It were different ways that we tried to get to slavery, get to freedom. Charles Smalls and the other crew member, the other black crew members, they wanted slavery too, and they deserved slavery, but they couldn't get to the Union Army. Some black people were close enough to the Union Army, in my opinion. I'm just not reading any of this, you know, but some of us were close enough to the Union Army, they could actually just take out running and escape and get to them, and they could join the army, you know, for their freedom and stuff, fight in the army and stuff. But Robert Smalls and his crew couldn't do that. They had to wait. You know, his ship, the ship he was on, was called the Planter. The other fleets of the Confederate ships, they were, you know, along the stretch too. But him and his crew, you know, they wanted to escape, but they couldn't do it just then. They had to wait. You know, and everybody like, yeah, Robert, man, if we could just get over there, you know, and fight for our rights and stuff. But Robert was like, no, we got to do this where we're going to be successful. We're going to have to do this where when the time is right, we're going to have a good head start. And by the time they get after us and stuff, oh, honey, we'll be coming to kick their asses, you know. So they were like, all right, we'll do it your way and stuff, you know. So finally they said, we'll do it your way. What happened was it probably had to be like Christmas. Because, you know, everybody drinking on Christmas. You know, some of the ass be drinking throughout the year and stuff too. Robert noticed it. They might get drunk on, you know, Thanksgiving. They'll have a little bit of drink and stuff. You know, some of them will, some of them won't. But on Christmas, everybody getting drunk. So just happened that time right there. It was the perfect time. The time is now. So Robert noticed him and the other crew members. They were like, yeah, we're going to do it Robert's way. Robert going to let us know when the time is right. So they started acting normal. Everything is normal. Christmas coming up and stuff. We ain't got no plans and stuff. We're going to let them go and get drunk like they do. Yeah, we ain't trying to escape enough. We're going to fight this war with their ass and stuff. Because, see, black people had fought in the Revolutionary War, the other wars, and then went back to being in chains. So, you know, they let white folks think, oh, yeah, we're going to fight in this war too. And then shit'll be just how it is, how it's always been. You know, we'll go back to being slaves again and stuff. Or if they had to let white folks know, this is the year. We ain't finna be slaves no more. We ain't finna fight and go back to being slaves no more, white folks wouldn't have been drinking like that. But they was and stuff. And Robert had let everybody know, get your stuff together. Be sure you got everything together. Get your pictures, get your letters, get your dog tags and all your stuff. Just have it stored away and stuff. Your everything. So that's what they did and stuff. On Christmas night, honey. Christmas morning and stuff. Because you know Christmas Eve they got started. But on Christmas Day, oh honey, they got to eating and drinking and just sleeping and yeah. And that's when it happened. Charles had let the crew know. Let them carry on. Let them carry on. Honey, as soon as they came off that ship and went into the cabin one by one, that was a wrap. Robin then walked in with them too, into the cabin. Everybody finna leave off the ship. That's where they going, to the cabin, so they can drink, eat, smoke their cigars and stuff, and tell their old tales of how they done raped and pillaged and murdered, you know, innocent black people and stuff. So the cabin got, you know, real warm and cozy and stuff, because the crew going along with their business and stuff. The white men in there just lounging, drinking, talking loud and stuff. All of a sudden, they start getting sleepy, falling asleep and stuff. Then before you know it, in the middle of the night, they did fall asleep, all of them. Everybody fell asleep. All of the white crew was asleep. The captain, he done went way to the back of the cabin. It wasn't but a little small, maybe 2 or 3 rooms and stuff. Because, you know, it had the kitchen, the cabin, then the laboratory, where you go use the bathroom and stuff like that. And stuff. So he was in the back. The rest of the white crew was in the front. But what happened was, Robin and them started moving stuff onto the ship. But see, they left the fires burning and stuff. They probably were cooking a little baked beans and stuff, make it smell homey. You know, then it's warm and stuff. And you can tell that it's movement, you know, and it's heat in there and stuff. So what happened was they started moving everything out onto the ship, turned the stove off and stuff, you know, and it's still simmering a little bit and stuff. Still a little body heat from them and stuff. Because Robin them gone. They done got on the ships, y'all. They done got on the planter ship and done sailed away. Robert was so precise with that ship. Honey, he eased away like... He eased away. They couldn't even tell that the ship moved. I don't know if the cloud covered the cloud covered the moon, but it wasn't even no silhouette from the ship undocking from the dock right there. Not even from the other ships. They didn't even notice that the planter is taking dock. Nobody did. Robert was that precise. The only thing that woke them, the white crew up, y'all, it got cold. It got cold in the cabin. Because, see, they turned the beans off. They wasn't in there no more. It wasn't no body heat. Wasn't no movement. Everybody was asleep, drunk, snoring. So one of them in the front must have called out, Robert. I'm calling you, boy. One of your crew members. Robert. But didn't nobody say nothing because they was already on the ship. So what happened was he's beginning to wake up and stir around and stuff. And then he called one of the other crew members and they didn't come. So he woke them up. He's like, hey, what's going on? Where's everybody? And then the other crew members started waking up and stuff. And one none of the crew in the black crew was not in the cabin with them. But see, they was okay. Because they were thinking to themselves, hey, well, everybody's here. But the captain, he must still be on the ship with them, you know. But they heard the cabin in the back. He like, hey, yeah, what's up? I'm coming up there. Give me a minute. And then they heard his boot when it hit because he had his leg all up on the table. So when his boot hit the floor, somebody's back there, but it was the captain. He was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be right there in a minute, Bobby. I'm coming now. And they were like, oh, shit, all of us is here. They automatically noticed, but where's the crew? Why didn't Robert come? He always come. But it was the captain. When he was getting up, y'all, in the back, because it was like a shotgun house, because the room he was in, you could see straight through and stuff. Y'all, as soon as he raised up and looked out there and didn't see that ship, oh, y'all, he jumped. Oh, hell no, they gone. They gone. Everybody get up. Man at arms. Yeah, and that's how they knew that Robert and them stole the ship. But it was too late. It was too late. They didn't even start the motor up or nothing on the ship. Robert, I guess he put it in neutral. I don't know. I ain't never been on no ship before. But they eased out so far, y'all, before they actually turned it on. But when they turned the ship on and stuff, the Confederate ship, and they started going, accelerating and stuff, well, the Union Army seen them coming. But the Union Army was like, this is strange. They was already ready. Because, see, the Union Army was like, yeah, them motherfuckers might try something, try to ambush us on Christmas Day, holidays and stuff, thinking we drunk. So they were ready. The black men was ready. The abolitionists, those fighting against slavery, they were ready. So they saw the ship coming. And it was coming at full speed. It was like 40 knots, I guess. And they were like, hold up now, wait a minute. Is that them coming? Man, stand at ease or, stand at attention. So everybody stood up with their rifles and stuff, and they were ready. But then it was the captain. They were like, hold up, wait a minute now. Something's not right about this. Because all of Robin them, all of the black crew was standing on the front of the ship, y'all. They were standing on the front of the ship. But he was like, wait a minute, what is this right here? And see, they thought that, well, maybe the white crew is down behind them. And it's an ambush. But what happened was Robert had some tissue or something that was on the ship. And he was waving it in his hand. So they knew it was a white piece of handkerchief or something. He was waving it in his hand. So they knew that it really was the black crew had escaped from the planter ship, the Confederate ship, the planter. And that's what happened. And y'all, it must have took hours for that, for that to happen and stuff. So what happened was when they got over and docked and everybody came and got them off the ship because they were so tired and drained, y'all. Can you even imagine the fear, the adrenaline that was pumping, thinking that them white folks coming after them, all the rest of the ships didn't come after them, I don't think. We'll have to do some research on that right there. But what happened was Robert and them went to get some rest and, to eat and get their energy back and stuff like that. But when they went on the ship, oh, honey, the ship had everything on it. That must have been the number one ship. The planter, it must have been the number one ship because it had all the ammunition. It had all the guns, all the rifles. And this was on the top. This was on the upper deck of the ship. And them ships are huge. I can't even imagine how big a ship is because I would never get on one. But it was huge. And that's where it had all the arsenal, all the ammunition, all the weaponry. Everything was on the upper deck. And then, and the ship possibly, no, I don't think it had no helicopter, nothing like that. I think that's like an aircraft or something like that. But yeah, it had them big guns that you can move, rotate like that. And I guess them big missiles that you could boom, boom, and stuff like that. It was a Confederate ship. It was a real ship. But on the other deck, y'all, the lower deck, oh, my ancestors, y'all, they found all of the books, the notebooks and stuff of their strategies and their ambush plans. It had all of them under there. And some more treasures and stuff that they could use and utilize for the war to their benefit because they stole the ship. So you see why it was even better for them to just bide their time and then everybody leave together. And let's take the whole damn ship with us. Why we going to go over there? It'll be all right if we go over there empty-handed and we still fight in the war. But hey, let's take the ship. That's what Robert Small said. Let's take the motherfucking ship. So they took the ship. And y'all know they used that ship and fought in the war. Yeah, it was that ship that and Robert manned it himself. It was his ship after that. He the one that was driving and selling it anyway. Because they made him the one to drive it or sell it or however you say that you do ships and stuff. I don't know nothing about ships and stuff. But it's an awesome story. His name is Smalls, Robert Smalls. We can remember him because they made him feel that small by keeping him there and making him drive them ships, sell them ships over there to kill innocent men and women, that were fighting against slavery. He didn't want to go over there and be killing his own people and people that were trying to save his people, Who would want to do that? That's like, telling somebody, yeah, come on, we're going to go over here. You're going to drive me over here so I can cut your leg off. What? Yeah. So they didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. And, it's understandable and stuff. But all of these stories right here, y'all, is for us to teach our babies. It might be too late. I hope it ain't. I mean, it can't be too late as long as it's still the sun in the sky. That's where we got to have our faith. Because if we do our part and then the cosmos do their part, shit, I don't know who finna turn to dust. That's what your Bible said. Lot wife turned to dust when she turned around or something. We ain't finna turn around. No, we got to keep going. No, you must keep going. You know, it was salt. Yeah, that too. Because even if the Terminator movie, even if real life, and it is, be like the Terminator in like 5 or 10 years, and people really is living underground, like the movie Terminator. Just imagine, you already seen the movie, so yeah, go with that. Don't you think right now you should possibly be telling your babies some stuff about this? You know, well, what would you do if that was to happen? You know, I mean, since you do know that there are no conspiracy theories. Now, we got some folks out here and stuff, yeah, they will argue you up and down. It ain't no conspiracy theories. But yes, it is. It is conspiracy theories. But let's read some more dirty little secrets and stuff. I love Robert Smalls and Harriet Tubman. I didn't know about that story with Harriet. Harriet was saving us wherever she was at. We was Harriet lifestyle. All right? Wherever Harriet was at, she was looking out for her people. See, they told us that Harriet saved 300. That's what I remember, 300. And I used to think it had to be 3,000. But yeah, I digress. They told us that Harriet saved 300 people and said she could have saved more. Harriet saved more. Wherever she was at, that's what she was doing. She was saving her people, helping her people get away. That's why she was here. That was her purpose on this planet. Yeah. And it wasn't but one Harriet. So you better know, black people, ain't nobody coming back to get you. Ain't nobody coming back to get y'all. If Jesus do come back, that white man, he ain't coming back for y'all like that. He finna come back and tell y'all that you gonna have to get back in them chains and stuff. You gonna have to, if white Jesus do come back, I'm just saying, that's who picture y'all got up. If white Jesus do come back, he gonna come back, black America, and tell you that you must sacrifice yourself for all the good and betterment of the white man, your master. Yep, he gonna refer to you as slave. And he gonna say, slave, you must sacrifice yourself for, the betterment of white America. Like white America can't live without you and stuff, because white America don't want to do nothing. Now they ass want to be robots. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, I would say they do want to be robots, because now they putting these chips in your head and stuff. Yeah, I'm just like, if you don't want to be human no more, then damn, say it. Because I remember the movie, the V. I'm looking for where we at in this book right here. Yep, the movie, The V. And the people turned to reptilians. Yep, they sure did. They turned to reptilians, and regular people on Earth thought that they was all right and that was okay. And they was not. They were reptiles. They, yeah. So, I'm just like, hey, we at the end of it now. We're at the end of this now. Go ahead and tell us what it truly is, who you truly are, why you truly here, what you're truly doing and stuff. Just tell us the truth. Don't spring it on us at the last minute. No, don't come at the last minute and tell us, oh, black America, y'all really thought we were sincere with y'all after everything we've done. Stop that bullshit. Because white America done brainwashed us so thoroughly, that's exactly what we think. That it'll never happen again. This ain't them. This was their ancestors stuff. But Tony Browder teaches us that the new epigenetics, the new science called epigenetics, scientists have discovered that we, us, me and you, we have body memory that goes back 30, 30,000 years, y'all. 30,000 years. It go back 30,000 years. Our body's memory do. Although we've been here 290,000 years before white people. That's what Anthony Browder said. That's our brother from the west side of Chicago, y'all. He's the first fully funded. It's his. It's his business. That's what he do. His purpose here is an archaeologist, archaeological excavator. He goes into the tombs and find all the tombs and the mummies and the burial chambers and stuff. That's what he do. Well, that's where I got this from, Anthony Browder. And he said that 30,000 years, the epigenetics scientist said that our body's memory go back 30,000 to every ancestor. Back 30,000 years. I think it's further, but, I digress. And so I'm like, even in that, 30,000 years, where's white folks' DNA memory at? Where's their DNA memory at? And whose is it? I mean, you can't tell me now that we got it and they don't. Because all this time y'all been saying we the same. We're not the same. We have different similarities. We have some similarities, but we're not the same. So I just want to know, where's this DNA at in white folks to cause these type of traumas and assaults and maims and murders on black people? I mean, we still here in this dynamic with black and white. I feel like I got a right to ask. But I digress. I'm just trying to learn myself and stuff. This is my channel. I can do it how I want to. Yeah. Oh, let's see where we at with this right here. Because we are going to read at least one story. At least one. And that's okay. Oh, how about the first interracial sex whipping? All right. One of the first acts of the early colonies was to regulate sex between blacks and whites. Oh, let me see what's before this right here now. Oh, we read that about the Fugitive Slave Act. I don't know who read them right there, though. This is the first arrested fugitive slave. Maybe we did. First interracial sex whippings. One of the first acts of the early colonies was to regulate sex between blacks and whites. As early as 1638, the Maryland colony enacted the Doctrine of Exclusion. The Doctrine of Exclusion. And now y'all ass believe in the illusion of inclusion. This Doctrine of Exclusion that mandated social separation between blacks and whites. This doctrine, soon adopted by other states, stipulated that Negroes should never be permitted to enjoy the fruits of white society. Apparently, sex was one of their sacred fruits because in 1639, the Court of Chancery in Virginia tried and convicted Hugh Davis, H-U-G-H, Hugh Davis, a white man, for having engaged in sexual relations with a black female. For his sentence, Davis was whipped before an assembly of Negroes and others for having abused and defiled his body by sharing the fruit. Yes, honey, for sharing the fruit. A year later, in 1640, a black woman was tried and ordered whipped at a whipping post for having engaged in interracial sex with a white man in colonial Virginia. That was 1640. 25 years later, when black enslavement laws were enacted, it became legal and customary for a white male to indulge in sex with a black woman anytime he so wished. The probability was high that any black female would become a victim of rape or become a concubine of a white male. It took another 300 years for anti-miscegenation laws to be repealed in most states so that blacks and white folks could date and even marry. And then, as we seen a lot of times, when you did actually date and marry and stuff, you went through hell to be together. You went through hell to be together because white people like, nah, this shit is not happening. We're not tolerating it. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like at some point, white folk like, all right, if you're gonna do it and stuff, you gotta know. At the end of the day, we got these practices set in place. I don't know if they're gonna eventually say, hey, y'all gonna have to turn him in, deliver him home like Sabrina did in the movie Get Out. That wasn't Karen, that our brother went home to visit her family, and then everybody was there for a family reunion. Everybody was there for the auction of his ass. That was Sabrina. So I don't know how it came to be. All right, we can't allow for interracial, mixings. But along the way and stuff, after all of that, I do believe, like Dr. Francis Chris Wilson said, when white folks realized that they were gonna be an extinct people because they giving birth too slow, as opposed to how they are dying, passing away. So I do believe that has something to do with them saying, all right, we can allow it somewhat. Because, see, I was listening to some months ago, maybe a month ago, I was listening to a video where the sister said that Dr. Umar Johnson, I always be talking about interracial relationships and stuff. See, she said that he's onto something. Because after you, my brother and my sister, have a baby with a white person, and that baby grows up and have a baby with a white person, and that baby grows up and have a baby with a white person, your ass been wiped out. Yeah, somebody might have a picture of your ass in 20, 30 years down the line, but you wiped out. Your mama is wiped out. I mean, it's in there so tiny because each generation that passes and gets lighter and lighter is decreasing you in your essence. So I'm pretty sure black folks don't talk about these things with white people. When we actually get in a relationship with them, do y'all even ask them about, especially some of us that's down there, hell, racism, Red Summer was in multiple states. I'm saying in these states right here. Did anybody ever ask anybody, what is this any of your uncles right here? Was these any of your uncles? How long your family been here? So let me see, your family been in Greenwood for 300 years now, 250 years now. Was your family here then? I know, is any one of these right here your big brothers, your great uncle? Oh, my ancestors. Is that Uncle Barry? That's your uncle? See, we ain't talked to folks about that. We ain't talked to white folks about nothing. We have not talked to white folks about nothing. And to answer Dr. Joy DeGrasse problem, I think that white folks would have kept this secret. White folks would have kept this secret until we are no longer in a position to even care or resonate with any of this. Yeah, they would have. I really, truly think that white people are going to be the new black. They think they are once they get our numbers down and they decrease our numbers so much. White folks want to be the new black people. I mean, hell, they look just like you. Yeah, look at somebody white from the back. Now, you don't know who that is. You go up talking about Shakeisha. Is that you, Shakeisha? No, she talking about Sabrina. And who is you? Because they want to be black and stuff, And black people, it ain't even enough of us to even stand up and say, wow, I remember when we was the black people. They done got our numbers down so low and stuff, so minuscule. But, we just can't worry about all that and stuff. Once it happens, it's going to happen. You can come back to earth if you want to. I mean, you can come back to earth if you want to. You ain't got to if you don't want to. But see, this the magical thing about it, y'all. You ain't got to worry about death. You ain't got to worry about where you going and, passing over and all of that and stuff. You ain't got to worry about, what you done been through and was justice ever served for us and stuff, for black people. Because what's going to happen when the numbers get down so low, say Black America and Black Africa, the numbers are down so low. And You know, white folks actually take us over, you know, because they done got our numbers down to, I think it said in America it was like 25 billion people and stuff, or it was a whole bunch, you know, but say they get our numbers down to like, say like 250,000, 500,000 black people in America. And then say it's 500,000 people in Africa. And Africa is a whole continent, you know. But if you get our numbers down expeditiously, the sun gonna blow up because all that energy got to go back to the sun. It ain't enough living beings on this planet, not even with the trees and the oceans and the waters. And the earth is mostly water. Water is alive. The animals in the ocean, 80% that white folks can't get to, don't know what's down there whatsoever. But yeah, all of that energy and stuff cannot be received that the sun is giving us. That sun got to receive that energy back. And that's when the sun is gonna implode on itself, because there's too much energy to go back to the sun. The sun just gives out that energy, you know, and everybody get their little share of energy. You know, trees get their energy. The insects and bugs and birds and stuff get their energy. The sea life, marine life get their energy. The sun is dispensing energy in its calculated measurements. Not ours, not white folks, not Hindus and the other groups of people. The sun determines how much of that energy that it gives out to people. So, you know, the energy it gives us, which is the most of it, when it goes back to the sun, it's gonna shock it. And we're gonna see the sun go through some really strange things with that pulsing, and then it's gonna be shifting and stuff, because it's gonna be trying to regulate the energy that's going back to it. But it won't be able to. It won't be able to. The sun just gonna blow up. You know, white folks ain't even thought about this. They ain't thought about this the same way. I didn't even know if the bees die out. They trying to kill the bees. If they kill the bees, if the bees die out, life as we know to be over in like 4 years. It won't even take that long for the sun. I say probably a year, maybe 2. Yeah, probably not even that long, probably 30 days. Yeah, white folks ain't thought about this. Yeah, they couldn't have. They would have never done any of this right here. But yeah, let's read. First, interracial sex weapons. Okay. This doctrine, soon adopted by other states, stipulated that Negroes should never be permitted to enjoy the fruits of white society. Wow. A year later, in 1640, a black woman was tried and ordered whipped at a whipping post for having engaged in interracial sex with a white man in colonial Virginia. 25 years later, when black enslavement laws were enacted, it became legal and customary for a white male to indulge in sex with a black woman anytime he so wished. The probability was high that any black female would become a victim of rape or become a concubine of a white male. It took another 300 years for anti-miscegenation laws to be repealed in most states so that blacks and whites could date and even marry. It took another 300 years. But you know what, y'all? White folks had it right all along. Yes. Yeah, white folks had it right all along. We ain't even supposed to be sleeping with them. Your Bible said that. Your Bible said, come out of Mystery Babylon. Then I wrote down the other day and stuff. Your Bible said, do not have babies with them. Your daughters ain't supposed to be sleeping with their sons. Your sons ain't supposed to be sleeping with their daughters. So if we black people under a curse, it's the curse of being around white folks. Yep. Did I write that down right here? But yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, I'm gonna get a Bible and stuff. Oh. Yes, slaves obey your master. Was that Ephesians 6:5-6? I just wrote it down and stuff, some of the scriptures right here. I don't know which is which, but we're gonna find out. The first black doctor in the Western world, y'all. The first black to be trained to practice medicine in the Western world was James Africanus Bill Horton. Yeah, Africanus. Bill Horton. That's Beal. You know, like Beale Street. Horton attended several European schools, but completed his medical training in London in 1858. When he returned to his home in Nigeria, he not only practiced medicine, but began to do medical research in tropical medicine. Horton's contributions to modern medical knowledge evolved from his work on mosquitoes and malaria. In his research, he confirmed that many indigenous African plants had therapeutic value in the treatment of topical ailments such as cholera, dysentery, and fevers. He became widely known and respected by other medical practitioners for his knowledge of Africa's natural coastal vegetation and food plants that could be used for medicinal purposes. Although he only lived to be 48 years old, Horton served as a major link between Africa and Europe, synthesizing the information and values of both cultures. Wow. And see, these right here are lessons. When we look him up, do research on him, then we'll have a whole new lesson right there. Because I begin to wonder, he was one of the greatest doctors. What happened to him? Oh, y'all, the first black hospital. Y'all remember Charles Drew? No, this is Daniel Hale Williams. You know, Charles Drew, he the one came up with the device so that you can store plasma for the wars and stuff, you know, so the soldiers get hurt and they need transfusions and stuff, you know. That was Charles Drew. And remember that because he drew the blood out. That's just a way to remember. That's how I remember his name. But this right here, y'all, the first black hospital, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. You know, we read about him in the other book. He is the first doctor to operate successfully on a open heart operation, open heart surgery. Yep, a man was stabbed in the heart, and he actually went inside him and sewed him up and fixed him up. So the man was good as new, y'all. The man was good as new. Went back to work and, you know, had some more babies. Him and his wife lived a long life. Yeah. Yep. And his name was Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. Let's read about it. In May 1891, the Providence Hospital and Training School. So he had the very first black hospital. Yep. The Providence Hospital and Training School was founded in Chicago, Illinois by Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. It was the first hospital in the nation that was built, owned, and operated by blacks. Providence Hospital offered the first training program for black nurses. Dr. Williams performed the first open heart surgery at Providence 2 years after the facility was opened. When James Cornish, a black man, was stabbed in the chest in a barroom fight in 1893 and rushed to Providence Hospital, Dr. Williams opened his chest and successfully operated on him without the benefit of x-rays, blood transfusions, and high-tech medical equipment. Remind me of that movie, The Gifted Hands. When James Cornish completely recovered from his wounds and this never-before attempted operation, Dr. Williams became famous across the country. Yep, the hospital filled many needs of the black community. It was nearly impossible for black patients to enter other hospitals, for black doctors to do internships, and for black nurses to receive training. Though Providence was the nation's first and only black hospital, it was ironically criticized for being racially segregated. An even greater irony is that staff-wise, Providence was the only hospital in the nation with an interracial staff. 50 years later, when social integration came, black patients deserted Providence Hospital, causing it to fall on hard financial times. Providence Hospital and Dr. Daniel Hale Williams remain magnificent monuments to a struggling race. Black patients deserted Providence Hospital. See, that's our problem right there. Just like we did with the ice and stuff, thinking ice is cold. The white folks' ice is colder. You know, yeah, y'all better get over that shit now. That's not going to happen. Ooh, y'all, so this right here might be the last one. And this is significant because, look, y'all, since we having the boycott tomorrow, the nation's first black boycott. I know, right? Let's read. James Forten, F-O-R-T-E-N, a wealthy free black man who lived in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1760 was a strong and wealthy abolitionist. Ford can be credited with organizing the first black boycott. He started the free produce movement, which rallied people to boycott and refuse to consume food or any other commodities produced by black slave labor. If most white abolitionists, blacks, and others who opposed slavery had followed Ford's lead and had boycotted slavery produced products and commodities, it is highly unlikely that slavery would have lasted a year. As a free black, James Ford worked hard to earn money to aid his people. When the founding fathers declared their war of independence against the English crown, Ford enlisted in the Revolutionary Navy as a powder monkey. And that's in parentheses. Young men like Ford were paid to scramble between the decks on warships, bringing powder for the ship's cannons. After the Revolutionary War, Ford used his savings to start a sail-making shop. He prospered in the shipping business, amassing over $100,000, making him the equivalent of a modern-day millionaire. Unlike most blacks who achieved their financial dreams, Ford knew money was not the end, but a means to the end. So for most of his life, he used his energy and wealth to support economic boycotts, other abolition causes, and a Back to Africa movement. Yep. And you remember Paul Cuff had the first Back to Africa movement. Yep, Paul Cuff, and then Marcus Garvey, and now we read about James Ford, where he supported a Back to Africa movement. I wonder which one it was. But yes, it's wonderful for us to do these things, to learn about us. What else we gonna learn about? We done learned about everything else. We done gave all our attention. We ain't got nothing else to give nobody. We don't have nothing else to give nobody. We getting it all. We must get it all, And everybody else that claim for the love of black folks. For the love of black folks. Get out the way. Yeah, get out the way. But folks gonna start showing themselves to us. And we need to let them. We need to let them and accept it for what it is. Maya Angelou said it, I do believe. When people show you who they are, believe them. White America. White America, they've been showing us. They still showing us. Just because we got white people around us and we can be civil and social to each other, and I think y'all got love between each other. Y'all say y'all love each other and stuff, That don't mean that other people in the world feel that same way about your people. That's you. I don't know. Maybe it's the way you do. I don't know. Maybe it's that. I have no idea. I'm just saying. So, all of that is fine and dandy and stuff. But as a whole, as a collective, honey, it ain't doing us much good. It's not doing us much good. And it's not an excuse for you to say, oh, well, they do me fine and stuff. I don't have to be worried about that. You should be worried because your people got to be worried about that. But yeah, I digress. Let's just keep some gratitude in our heart because we're finna go outside. I am, and I know you are too. Keep some gratitude in your heart, okay? I'm gonna tell you why gratitude will make you 25% happier. You don't need nobody to make you happy. No, you make yourself happy. Gratitude makes you happier. You ain't even got to be around nobody. You can be around everybody if you need to, if you want to. It don't even matter. Gratitude comes from you within. And see, when you do it, when you just grateful for something, pick something. Pick your paycheck. Pick anything. And when you grateful for it, see, it makes you happy. You grateful for your paycheck, what you say, your car. Yeah, you grateful for all them groceries you done went and got. See, and it make you happy. Now you finna get more of that same coming to you. Gratitude, it shields you from negativity. Can't no negativity get in on you and stuff. That'd be like Harriet Tubman agitating, cause that negativity trying to get in there, but it can't get in cause see you got so much gratitude that's shielding you around that. See, gratitude rewires your brain, eliminates stress, and it heals you. Gratitude improves your sleep. You can sleep like a baby when you grateful. Yes, honey, that's all you need. You know how y'all, be like, pray and leave it to God. You know, be grateful. Be grateful. More finna come to you because you're grateful. Yeah. More finna come to you because you're grateful. Boost self-esteem and performance. Gratitude enhances the law of attraction and improves relationships. You know, I go through these a lot and stuff, so I ain't even gonna drag them out and stuff. I'm gonna try not to. And last but not least, keep a song in your heart. I don't care what song that is and stuff. Keep it in your heart. That right there is gonna be your key to sanity. That's gonna heal your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. Because, see, we got all of it. Yeah, we got it all. Yeah, we come from the cosmos. That's why we got it all. Animals come from the cosmos. That's why animals got a body and a soul. They don't have the spirit. Now, white folks got a body. I cannot say they have a soul. Me, personally, I cannot say they have a soul. Even to those today. Yep, there's some good ones out there and stuff. Some of them might be some garden snakes, you know. But them pythons and them boa constrictors and rattlesnakes and them vipers. So see, yeah. But that's just how I feel and stuff, you know, from what I'm learning and stuff. That's my opinion. Hell, if you think they got a spirit and a soul, shit, that's your opinion. Shit, take your ass on up to heaven with them and see. And truly see. Do they got a soul, or is they finna take your ass through the same thing you've been through here with them? But you better know you're going to be there forever and ever and ever. Yeah, because knowing and accepting going up there is going to be the final key to lock you in. John Hartfield didn't know what we know today about the multiverse. All he knew was heaven, hell, and earth. Yep, he didn't know about the multiverse up there. He was calling on Jesus. He probably didn't know about the black Jesus at that time. So see, he was able to be freed. When I say, tell my ancestors, all of my ancestors, you can leave heaven now if you want to. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. When I say, when I leave here, I'm going to the afterlife with my ancestors, I don't mean heaven. We're not in heaven. We're going to be living our best lives in the multiverse. We're going to be going from multiverse number 3, number 9, number 6, number 7, number 5, number 2. Yeah, we're going to be going all back and forth through the multiverse. We might even come back and go the other way. Yeah, but we ain't going to heaven. No, we're not going to that first universe. That first universe got heaven, earth, and hell. In that first universe right there, that's heaven, earth, and hell. That second universe right there, then the third one, a multiverse is 12. White folks told us about that universe right there, and that was it and that was all. But no, that ain't it and that's all. That is a motherfucking lie. So you need to start doing your research and stuff. And this is my opinion. Yes, honey, I know I ain't spending forever and ever and ever more with white folks no more. This is it right here. Yeah, so yeah, I did do that. I did do that. Anybody got a problem with it? Hell, say it then. Say it. Show yourself that you're trying to trap all of our ancestors, all of the victims in heaven with these same demons. All because you say, oh, well, we're going to be in heaven, but we won't be in hell. You still in the same realm. You still in the same situation with them. It ain't going to be much different up there. You know, it ain't going to be much different up there. Them gates, them pearly white gates, probably going to look like that fence on the plantation. You know, I'm just saying. That's my opinion. But anyway, keep a song in y'all heart now. Heart, your heart. When you singing y'all and you singing joyful and expressive songs, they can nourish your heart, balance your emotions, and uplift your spirit. You know, when you singing, it helps expand your lungs and increase oxygen intake. I know that. Ooh, I feel like my back was gonna pop. But yeah, because you know, in expanding our lungs to get enough oxygen, y'all know, I think we breathing like white folks. Why wouldn't we be breathing like white folks? We living like white folks. Well, a lot of y'all are. We living like white folks. We entertaining ourselves like white folks. We dressing like white folks. We talking and thinking like white folks. Why wouldn't we be breathing like white folks? We get our self-care, our pampering, our medical treatment and stuff. Everything is on a white mindset. Neely Fuller said every aspect of life is covered by white supremacy / racism. Why wouldn't we be breathing like white America? But see, white America is learning. They done infiltrated to the point that they learning how to harness your energy, your frequency, your vibrations. That's why I say everybody, because anybody can go and steal your buggy of groceries and go cook them a meal. Go steal that buggy of groceries, go sell it. When you steal something, you're going to make it work for you. White America done stole all of this to make it work for them. And see, they can fool us, and they have. They really have. But you can't fool the sun. They cannot fool the cosmos. The cosmos know that one white lady I was telling y'all about some years ago. I don't know if it was, I think it was true. But some years ago, I read it and stuff. It said that this white lady be taking them melanin shots or something. But anyway, her ass done turned her skin brown, y'all. Her ass done turned her whole skin brown, y'all. Her skin look like the brown on this gavel right here. Yeah, it look like you see some little paint dripping on it. I'm just joking. But yeah, that's how her skin look to me. It don't look real. It do not look like a real, skin. Hell, is her ass a robot? I'm just saying, but she's supposedly in Africa now. That was some years ago. If she's still alive, I don't know. I would hope so, that she would still be alive. I'm just saying that the sun knows that that's not a real black woman. The sun would know. I didn't manifest you. I didn't make you. We didn't manifest your ass from up here. See the cosmos up there. All of them universes in the multiverse, that's what manifested you, black man and black woman. Yeah, that's what manifested us. It wasn't no damn Adam and then the rib came out of Adam to make Eve. That was a lie. That was a lie. The cosmos is giving birth. We seen it last night when we was here and I went live after like a week. And we seen it was so dark and beautiful out there and stuff. It's a womb. At nighttime, you can see it. It's a womb. You can see it when it's sometimes you can see lightning in the night sky and it ain't even trying to storm or nothing. But it's always giving birth. See, the cosmos is always giving birth. It's triply black. It's different from other women giving birth. Every woman can give birth if she got the right, stuff. And she still, every woman can give birth, but only a black woman can give the blackest, experience inside the belly and stuff. It's triple black. Other people, other women wombs is not black, blackity black. It's like, an off shade of black. Yeah, like if you put a light up behind your hand and maybe you can still see it's red, your fingers turn like red or something like that. Yeah, that's how most wombs are. But the black woman's womb is triply black. And that's because we were manifested by the cosmos. Yep, I don't know how you got here and stuff. Maybe it was a star. Came down, Maybe it was a meteor and an asteroid. Poof, collapsed. They collided or something. But the cosmos gave birth to the black woman, the black man, and that's why we here. It wasn't we don't have a beginning. We don't have an ending. Cosmic energy, it just is, it always was, and it always will be until the sun blows everything up out of the sky. That's just it, and that's all. White folks have stolen all of this to keep all of this from you. But once you start thinking and stuff for yourself and you give yourself permission to, Black America, your possibilities are endless. You think I'm sounding like, out of my mind. I'm out of that circle. I'm out of that mindset. Wait till you get out of it. So, some of us you can't make seem like, how some interracial relationships make you seem like, like some sisters and stuff, it make you seem like they so happy. They so happy with they Brad and Ken and stuff, honey. But, it's not true. If you are happy, that's good for you. But why try to force that on us and stuff? This is kind of like the same thing. I'm just saying, I digress. I just be looking at things differently now. How does that affect us and our collective? I'm just saying and stuff. Yep. Okay, so liver. When you singing helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress. Your kidneys, y'all. When you singing, it can strengthen your kidney energy by fostering vocal expression. Yeah, honey, we were singing Natalie Cole. Honey, my kidney was singing too. I know you was over there probably hitting a note or two. Your kidneys was singing too. Yeah, your kidneys do the same expression that your vocal cords do. My voice still hoarse a little bit. So when you hit that high note, your kidneys is too. When you hit that drawing it out, your kidneys is too. Singing. All of this right here resonates with us. See, George Fraser said connect the dots. White folks knew all of this, and they have stolen it and weaponized it so that we can't utilize it or recognize it. Yeah, we see it, we got it, we hear it, we know it, but we don't recognize it as ours. It seemed like, wow, that's for them. That's awesome what they're able to do and stuff. Now imagine if it was in its rightful owners. So, that's just how I feel about us and white American stuff. I don't forgive none of them, I don't wish them all no harm and stuff, but I feel like at this time right here, every last one of them should have been made some amends for what their people have done to my people. And they haven't. So I ain't got no mercy, no forgiveness for nobody. I ain't sending no harm, no evil eye to you or nothing like that, honey. And I got my tiger's eye over there. I sure do. I got my tiger's eye over there and stuff for anybody's negative, side eye views and stuff, because everybody don't love my ancestors. Don't nobody want to love our ancestors and see our ancestors get the justice that they need. Because if they did, they would have told you, Black America, that if anybody come back on earth, and especially for you, Black America, you thinking that the white man gonna come, oh, Jesus coming back for all of us. Who the fuck coming back for you? Can you stop for just a little bit insinuating your life with white folks' life? White folks is over here and your ass is over here. Who coming back for you? Can you see? We just got to start thinking for ourselves and stuff. The shit is over. It's over. We done been fooled. We done been lied to. Don't be a fool and a dummy. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, let's go outside. I was trying to find my little thing for y'all so I can let you know that, when you vibrating on your highest frequency, the frequency of love, which is like 500, you knocking out 750,000 people that's vibrating on a frequency of 200. And that could be envious, jealous, greed, whatever that low vibration is. Honey, while you walking and stuff, yeah, gonna be knocking shit out. Just like, because, yeah, you can do that when you transmuting stuff into love and stuff. I do it all the time. I'm finna do it now. Oh, here it is, and then we finna go. Here it is, and then we got to go. One person emitting a frequency of love. That's 500. Counterbalances 750,000 people who are under a 200 frequency. Lust. Yeah. Any of those low frequencies and stuff, So, yeah, let's go out and do our job and stuff. We got to help the cavalry. We got to help the cosmic cavalry. That's what it's called. That's our backup. The cosmic cavalry, Get yourself right with your higher deity. Because I see now, I can accept that we need hope. I cannot come in and be like, no, you're going to have to get rid of your Yahushua and Yahweh. That's your hope. You need him. He saved you. He's brought you through some harsh times, honey. You swear up and down your life that that's who woke you up when you almost died. So, yeah, keep him. Keep him or her. But just ask him, am I really supposed to go to heaven? And this lady face, I don't know who sent her this way and stuff, but Yahweh, am I supposed to go to heaven with this? And then ask him. Talk to your higher power. Not just no 1-2 questions. You got to go within to get the answers that your higher power need you to seek. You're going to have to ask your higher power, if you do go to heaven, if I am supposed to go to heaven, what about everything that I've suffered here? What about everything that my people have suffered here? You forgave all of that and you got me in heaven with these same people? Well, what about me? I see you forgave them too. All right. Higher power. This is you with your higher power. I'm just giving you some examples. All right, higher power. You forgave everything. You forgave everybody. But what about me? See, in doing that higher power, you stood up for them. You stood up for the beast, the savage. You didn't stand up for the innocent one. So yeah, talk to your higher power. You've been talking to him all this time superficially. But now it's time to really talk to our higher power and find out where you're supposed to spend your forevermore. I'm not spending my forevermores with white folks. I refuse to do it. Yes, honey, I refuse to do it. And white folks that say, oh, you gonna go to hell. They wish I would think that I would be going to hell. But see, I don't have them thoughts no more. Ain't no hell. This hell right here. What they asses did to John Hartfield, what they did to Jesse Washington, 17-year-old Jesse Washington, what they did to Willie Brown, that's hell right there. So can we talk about that hell right there since you want to talk about me burning in the lake of fire in hell? See, yeah, to shut their ass up real quick and stuff because I don't know who you talking about. Tell them. Tell them exactly who you're talking about, Black America. This is it. You ain't got to be afraid no more and, shy and depressed and stuff no more. No, make your own way. When you call and pray to your higher power, give some of that love and praising to your ancestors too. Because you're going to find out doing your due diligence when you go within that that's possibly in cosmic energy who's been assisting you all along. Yep, I know you didn't know nothing about great Big Mama. You didn't know nothing about her. But now you do. So yeah, give them some of that love and honor and praise too, while you giving it to your higher deity. Yeah, they did live. The people in this book did live and suffer for us. Nobody came for them. Nobody come for them. Did nobody come for Mary Turner when white folks cut her baby out of her? No, did nobody come for Mary. Your higher power, or the one that Mary called on, didn't even come for her to take her out of her misery. I mean, for crying out loud. They done gave us this huge, what they call it? Omnipresent, knowing everything, knowing all, can do all. And then Jesus was crying, take me away. Let your will be done. But we talking about Mary and an unborn baby. And he didn't even come for them. So yeah, do your due diligence. Because the shit don't even make no sense. It don't even make no sense. I mean, because I was like, why wouldn't he come for Jesus? But see, then they washed that away because they were like, because Jesus had to die and this had to happen. And Mary and her baby didn't have to die. Mary Turner and her unborn baby did not have to die. So yeah, do your due diligence and we just gonna move forward. Yeah, I'm drinking that what is it, pineapple mango from Wendy's. I ain't even had nothing to eat. I'm still trying to fast. But y'all know what? When you fasting, don't do it in the middle of the day. Go ahead and eat you something in the middle of the day because this is when the sun is high. Your digestive tract is working. It's ready to digest anything you eat. Just quit eating like white folks and shit. I'm just saying, And, but this is when I just be fasting and stuff. Now, I'll probably go give me something to eat while I'm out here now. But, yeah, I got to get myself together, too. This is totally different for us and stuff. But, hey, we together, right? I know. Let's go. Yeah, let's go get ourselves out in the sun. And, when you're out in the sun, it increases your micro. Hey, Kim. Hello, Bolden. It's so good to see you. Kimberly Tate. Oh, grandizer. Auntie, hope all is well. Think back to the ancient records. Memphis Tophilis. Diabolus. Ooh, Lord of the Flies. Beelzebub and the Prince of Darkness. See, I'm from a little hick town down south. I ain't know nothing about none of that. But I'm here to learn. Yep, I'm here to learn. I'm 52 years old now, y'all. And I'll spend my next 52 years learning. What's wrong with it? That's what we're supposed to be here to do. We're supposed to be here to learn. You learn until the day you die. The first day you born, you learning something. Even though you just a little bitty old baby, they told you that were born in sin and stuff with they lying ass. But even as a little bitty baby, a little newborn baby, you learning. You just came out of your mama. You learning. When she put you right there and stuff, you able 2 minutes old. Maybe 2 seconds old. Some of them babies, soon you put them right there, they immediately turn and start suckling on the nip, on the titty. You know, soon as you born, you start learning, and you learn right on up till you die. That's what I heard. I learned about it, so I was like, all right then, let the learning begin. Yeah, we got to be here for it and stuff, and it's so wonderful, y'all, because people going to look at you and see and know that you know who you are. You know more outside of that circle. And that's where the greatness going to begin for us and stuff. So I love y'all, and peace and power to the people. But yeah, going in the sun increases your mitochondrial DNA. It's over there on that wall. Yep, it increases your mitochondrial DNA. So let's go out and get us some sun. I'm a suntan this summer. Yep.